make money, make muscles, learn game. If you're listening to me, you're a hot dude. The hot dude life is not about your physical appearance. The hot dude life is a mentality. The Hot Dude Army is a global network, and the Hot Dude Army is everywhere. Decrease your judgment of others and increase the judgment of yourself. So you belong to the streets, huh?
100%.
It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
This is a textbook example of really good game.
That the Delta strain is faster, fitter, and will move through communities more efficiently and pick off the unvaccinated.
The president telling Americans to expect more restrictions after internal CDC documents warn the war has changed.
Has increased from 12,431 to 42,323 in just a week. That's an increase of 243%.
Hey, you see this?
Here we go again.
The men are gonna need us.
They definitely will. This is getting crazy.
It's time to unite.
Let's do this.
Boom, baby. We are live. Did you miss me? I know you did. I know you did. I missed you too. I missed you a lot, actually. I've been thinking about you. I wanted to call you and say how you doing. Just, just check up on you. Make sure you're doing all good. Why don't you come over? Let's hang out. How's everybody doing? Fresh off the plane. My flight touched down about like 2.5 hours ago, and then I had to go to Mac the Day Gamer's house to pick up the love of my life, Happy Chan, and then had to go to here home and then wash Happy because she stinks because Mac took her out and she was out running around. And now here we are. We're live. Good to be back, man. Wild I'm just feel back. I feel just comfortable back home. Do I look darker? Did I get a tan? Actually, I did. Look at this. Look, I got a hillbilly tan. Look at this. I was riding around on the bicycle on that smaller island that I went to, and look at this. Can you see this? Look at this. Look at this. You know what this means? Look at this. This is unbelievable. You know what this means? I need to go back to Okinawa, so I'm probably going to go back in 2 weeks. Just going to help you guys with the Delta variant coming out this Thursday. It feels like Sunday to me, honestly, guys. Where is it? There it is. Boom, baby. We are live. We got 130. How many people are on the waiting list? Let me check. Bro, this thing's going to be lit Romney. We've got 132 people on the waiting list. Mac has been going so hard in the paint, live streaming every day, working very hard. I'm very proud of Mac. He is growing as a man. He's starting to realize, hard work is the way. So, do I keep my shirt off? That's the answer. I'll put it back on. Oh man, I got nice and tan while I was out there. Going on wearing my shirt, my Korean shirt here for now. When did I get this? I got this 2019. So here we are, 2 years later, 7 figures richer, still rocking a $16 shirt from a shithole shop in fucking Jeju Island, Korea. Oh man, I love this shirt. I just love it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I need this shirt. I need it. I've got a lot to talk to you guys about. Now, all right. First things first, if you are not on the waiting list for pandemic pickup, the Delta variant, I don't know what you're doing, okay? It's beyond me at this point. Go to pandemicpickup.com, put your email address in right here, and hit the submit button. It's free, okay? You're going to get the alerts for pandemic pickup, the Delta variant. It comes out this Thursday. Guys, I am telling you, this course, if you're clueless with online dating, this course is the way it's at, okay? Pandemic Pickup Delta variant, September 30th. First thing you get access to Pandemic Pickup 1.0. You get complete access to it, okay? So all the original stuff that came out on May 5th in 2020, you get 100% complete access to it, including the at-home exercise guide for you guys that are in Nazi-driven countries like Australia and Canada. It will help you out, featuring Myron Gaines. 10 plus online modules on online game mastery featuring your boy here, MLD. And let me tell you something. Your boy still got it. I'm matching with some hot teas. Okay. Next one up, 10 modules on day game, because we're going to implement real life conversation skills, day game skills, plus online dating skills to help you just get this part of your life sorted out. Just so you can check the box and be like, okay, pussy is no longer an issue, just like it is for me. I value pussy like I value this water. Like, it's nice, it's great or whatever, but it's like it's plentiful. It's just everywhere. Okay. It's a piece of cake, man. It's seriously, it is all it is, guys. It's a skill that you have to learn. It's one of the hardest skills you'll ever learn in your life. But if you can master getting girls, okay, like our boy Brent Caldwell, the fucking GOAT, okay? I'm not going to lie. Brent Caldwell, I'll tell you right now, Pavlo's been backsliding. I don't know where Pavlo is. I'm going to have to beat him. I'm going to have to find him and beat him. He's probably in Whole Foods somewhere. But Brent Caldwell and Pavlo are the front runners for Hot Dude of the Year, okay? We're rounding third here, okay? It's about to be October. There's 3 months left, unless some titan comes out of nowhere. It's going to be either Brent Caldwell or Pavlo. And Brent's ahead right now because I haven't seen Pavlo. Somebody smack Pablo on the back of his head if you're in Miami near him, okay? But Brent Caldwell is seriously the GOAT. This kid is like I'm almost like don't even know who he is anymore. He is killing the game, bro. He's absolutely killing the game. And he had a tough time, guys. All right. He has a lot of friggin' tough work that he had to go. He went on a 9-month dry spell, guys. Can you imagine that? Oh, Josh from Elif Programs House. Josh, love you, buddy. Thanks so much. Josh says, Pablo is fine working his ass off. Please slap Pablo right on his Russian bottom for me. Give him a good, put a little stank on it. Tell him Big Daddy MLD says, where you been? Okay. But those are two, that's a guy right there. Pablo has overcome his social awkwardness in a very short amount of time. Less than 6 months. Brent Caldwell, 9 month fucking just dry spell. And now the guy is just unstoppable. He's getting his company to pay him fucking raises, 30% raise. They're giving him $5,000 for him to relocate. You know, he's doing things. He had acne scars, and he's like, I don't know if I should get surgery to fix the acne scars, but and I said, look, man, here's the deal. You're becoming a new man, all right? And when you become a new man, you got to do some things that change your outward appearance as well, to help you solidify the new person you are. For me, I got LASIK, right? After I started getting my breakthrough financially that I've been working my ass off towards, I said, you know what? I'm going to get LASIK, and I'm going to forever change my perception of reality and realize, like, that is the death of the old Jonathan. The new Jonathan is here to stay, and this is the man who can see clearly. Got the LASIK. I'm telling you, it's a psychological thing, but it works, okay? Brent got the laser, got his acne scars taken off. I mean, the kid is just unstoppable right now. And it all started with him working on getting his dating life sorted out. That's what we preach here. Money, muscles, game, frame. The core four, right? I'm here to make you the proper man, all right? I'm not here to just teach you get pussy, then you're a fucking loser. But this course happens to be the get pussy section, right? Everything we talk about, money, muscles, game. But we're gonna go into it today about this guy. I found this guy's video by accident, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, perfect timing, ultra cringe. You'll see. But anyways, back to this. You're going to get the online game sorted. You're going to get the day game sorted. You need both, guys. You absolutely need both. All right? Click the link in the chat. Get on the waiting list now. Also, we have an exclusive module, multiple modules on how to escalate with women, okay? Multiple techniques, all consensual. No need for any additional legal bullshit, right? You're going to be completely have all your bases covered. You don't have to worry about that, because I know some of you guys are actually worried about that, okay? We have 5 webinars coming out on Pure Game. October 6th coming out. The schedule is going to be released tomorrow on this channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. Subscribe. Turn on the notifications bells on, all right? Then go to Ryan Stone's channel, unsubscribe. Go to Aaron Claire's channel, unsubscribe, and then make 4 more accounts and resubscribe here, so you just dialed in, all right? We got 16,000 subscribers. You know what that means? Absolutely nothing, because YouTube loves to shadow ban me. So thanks for that. But anyways, going back to this, you also get access to the Telegram chat for pure pickup game till the end of the year, okay? Don't forget, it is No Simp September, right? So we're live streaming almost every day. I missed one day. Sorry, I hope you still love me, okay? No Simp September, okay? That's here. Modern Life Dating, Sunday to Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dude Party, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mac the Day Gamer YouTube channel, Monday 7 and 10, Wednesday 7, Thursday 7 and 10, Friday 10, Saturday 10. We're going hard in the paint. We are going ultra hard, okay? Rock hard, like full Cialis. Cialis and Viagra and cocaine at the same time. Who's your daddy? What does he do? D, all the above, right? Get on it. Looks like somebody just unsubscribed. Fantastic. Thank you for unsubscribing. Anyways, I want to show you guys that. Thank you so much for the 16,000 subs. It was 16,021. I refreshed and somebody unsubscribed. So anyways, appreciate all you guys here. One day I'll figure out how to get unshadow banned. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep on working hard, because I'm a hardworking American man, and I work for you, and I love you. I love all you guys. All right, I show up every single day. This is my talent. This is my passion. Okay, shout out to Daniel. Daniel just got on the waiting list. Proud of you. All right. But yeah, it looks like we got 5 more people just signed up on the waiting list, as I just put the opt-in there. So really appreciate you all. Okay, Ryan unsubs. That's right. Ryan is banned from this channel. Ryan's banned from life because he took the vaccine. He's going to die, so it's all good. Oh man, I feel like I was gonna show something. Thor is sending me private messages. Thor's the fucking man. I love Thor. I love what we're building over here. Oh, okay. So, all right, nothing set in stone. God knows what the hell's gonna happen with all the fucking global, we're gonna all die pandemic shit. Okay, but we're probably gonna do Hot Dude Con tour at the end of the year. Just bear with me, okay? Bear with me. So, I might. Well, what we're working on right now, okay, because I want to come and meet all you guys in real life, okay? I want to hug you all. All right? It means that we are potentially looking at, okay? We're potentially looking at first time ever San Diego, California. San Diego, California, okay? San Diego, California, Hot Dude Con. It's going to be official. John Fitch, former welterweight title contender, is going to be there with us, okay? John Fitch is a great person, great guy in real life, real honorable man. I really see him. Guys, just so you guys know, behind the scenes, like, John is not naturally good at, like, live streaming and like, he's just like, he's like a fucking manly grunt, I'll fucking kill you with my hands kind of guy. So he's learning how to be more of a talker and, market his skills and give back to the community, right? And John is a great guy. I talk to John all the time behind the scenes. John is a sincere and a good man. John Fitch. He's absolutely a sincere and good individual. And so we're looking at Hot Dude Con San Diego, okay? Then Hot Dude Con Dallas, Texas, Hot Dude Con Miami, considering Hot Dude Con wherever Artemis lives because I want to meet him. So Nashville, Tennessee, I don't know. And then considering Hot Dude Con New York, but like with all of these like Nazi like fucking restrictions, who knows? Okay. Also, soft consideration. I fucking hate the idea of even going here, but I'll go. Hot Dude Con Las Vegas. Okay, like I've never been to Vegas. It just seems cheesy. It seems like a boomer paradise. We had Hot Dude Con in New York, but Harry Zico saved it with his letting us go to his place. But yeah. And again, not official, but I'm trying to talk and coerce and maybe physically abuse Charlie to come with me with these tours. I'm trying so hard, guys. Charlie's such a fucking house cat. Okay, I'm gonna go to his house with a stick and just beat him until he says yes. Okay, I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna break his hands, and I'm just gonna endlessly abuse Charlie, and then hopefully Charlie can come with me on the whole tour. Okay, Raymond says record it when you do that. Oh God, yeah, but yeah, Charlie would be awesome. Okay. Yeah, because I think everybody would want to meet Charlie too. But we got to get him. Yeah, but Charlie's a riot, man. Charlie's fun to hang out with. Let me tell you something. Charlie goes full white boy when he drinks. He's like gets white boy crazy. It's a good time. It is a damn good time. Let me tell you something. But yeah, that's what we want to do. So we're considering that. Okay. So again, soft schedule. It's a grind on me, guys. I know. I'm sorry if I feel like I'm getting to the point where I just get on this this channel and all I do is complain about how hard it is to do what I do. But I'm just saying, like, I'm trying, but it is a fucking grind to like go to San Diego and then Dallas and then Miami and then of course Orlando because I'll hang out with my mom, and then maybe something in Tennessee or something like that. But yeah, might do Hot Dude Con fucking Minnesota, but Minnesota winters are just awful, so I don't think anybody would go up there. The only person would show up would be lonely ass Aaron Clary because he has no friends in real life because nobody likes him. But other than that, you know, it would be good. Come through Vietnam. I want to go to Vietnam. I want to go to Vietnam. Listen, I definitely want to go to Vietnam. I've been dying to go back to Vietnam since 2019, man. I love that place. White girls galore in San Diego. I'm a fan of white girls. I am a big fan of white girls. So, yeah, we'll see. But the Hot Dude Con tour is gonna happen, and then I think Miguel is also in San Diego, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, Denver's just, I hate Denver. Denver is just a shithole. That is like one of the most liberal shithole cities I've ever been to. Every time I go to Denver, I'm just like, get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out. I hate this place.
So, you have accepted the truth.
Thank you for subscribing. Shreyas. We just recovered. All right. Are we doing Golem Watch? Listen, last time I played that music, so this cocksucker on fucking YouTube, some Indian motherfucker runs some YouTube channel, and he's like, royalty-free music, royalty-free. And so that means like you can play it. And then he fucking copyright striked my channel and gave me a takedown request. So I got to find royalty-free news music. Can anybody make that for me in the Hot Dude Army? I'll pay you. News music, no copyright. Here we go. Look at this. All these people with their fucking lies. Let's see. Breaking news, no copyright. News music, no copyright music. Uh-oh, here we go. Let's give it a go. All right. All right, welcome. That's not as good. It's not as epic. All right, so first up on Golem Watch. All right, we've got another. We've been hitting home runs. We have an S tier. Okay, this is an S tier Golem, and this is the Desert Hut edition. Okay, the Desert Hut. Okay, this is an S tier Desert Hut. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're eating, probably stop. Okay. But take a look at what we got here. All right. So this is an S-Class Walmart Golem. As you can see, she's in the desert, and it says hut on her dune buggy thing here. This is obviously a very strong dune buggy. It is able to carry large amounts of weight. And, yeah, we're just going to have to check this out. Hopefully the music doesn't fuck me up.
Overloaded and unappreciated. You see, you can reciprocate. I got delicious taste. You need a woman's touch in your place. Just protect her and keep her safe. Baby, worship my hips and waist. So feminine with grace. I touch your soul when you hear me say, boy, let me be a woman. Let me be a woman.
Oh yeah, that is so this is her mating dance. She's looking to attract other Walmart golems. They usually do this. Her skin secretes extra mayonnaise based hormones, so her smell can go out and other male Walmart golems can be attracted by her. I gotta say, the suspension on this dune buggy is amazing. Can we just take a look at this one?
Overloading, overlooked and unappreciated. You see, you can reciprocate. I got delicious taste. You need a woman's touch in your place. Just protect her and keep.
So now pay no mind to the other dune buggy going by right here with 1, 2, 3 women in the back taking up the same amount of space because those women are using their skinny privilege to shame her as they drive by. And this is probably driven by a white male, Republican, straight, heteronormative, cisgendered for sure. And so pay no mind to this. They're just trying to take the spotlight away from this strong, independent, beautiful woman. And yeah, this is an S tier Walmart golem. This is the desert hut class. She's engaging in her mating dance here.
You worship my hips and waist, so feminine with grace. I touch your soul when you hear me say, boy, let me be a woman. Let me be a woman.
Look at the suspension on that vehicle is 10 out of 10. I mean, that is something else. We actually have a Walmart golem actually located in her native space. Okay. She's actually in Walmart here. You can see. This is the Squidward class. This is S tier Squidward class because it kind of looks like Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants. This is the excessive energy packs stored up here on her rear area. This can supply a few small nations with energy, and she is, on her motor vehicle there. So just be careful if you see one of these. Steer clear. Steer clear. Top speeds 17 miles an hour. Just okay. One more. we got a. This one is a A tier A tier Walmart golem. Just don't mind me. I'm just gonna die. All right. So the Walmart golem, all the female empowerment is just getting all the toxic masculinity out of me. I'm coughing it out. Okay. Coughing out all the toxic masculinity. Thank God. Here we go. This is an S tier. S tier. Gravitationally challenged Walmart golem. The gravitational challenge is strong with this one. Take a look. Here we go. Let's take a look. This is a quick one. Oh, that's just unfortunate. Luckily, this one can swim, but gravitationally challenged. You could take a look. Oh Lord, that is just careful. The Indian guy, is about to get crushed by that tsunami once again. What can I say? So yeah, got something else to read. This one's a little bit long. I don't know. Are you ready? We got some updates here, clearly from an evil white male. Just want to help you guys with your internalized misogyny, your male privilege, your cisgendered privilege, and whatever other bullshit they're pushing on YouTube that I'm supposed to talk about. Anyways, let's go here. We got a white male. We got some trouble here. All right. So apparently this is a letter written from quote, Spartacus. Has anybody read the Spartacus letter? This is long. We got to read the Spartacus letter. It's long. Has anybody heard of the Spartacus letter? Why is Review Tech USA on the thumbnail? You'll see in a second. Here we go. All right. So this is on zerohedge.com. Okay. And he says, hello, my name is Spartacus and I've had enough. We've been forced to watch America and the free world spin into an inexorable decline due to a biowarfare attack. We, along with countless others, have been victimized and gaslit by propaganda and psychological warfare operations being conducted by unelected, unaccountable elite against the American people and our allies. Our mental and physical health have suffered immensely over the course of the past year and a half. We have felt the sting of isolation, lockdown, masking, quarantines, and other completely nonsensical acts of healthcare theater that have done absolutely nothing to protect the health or well-being of the public from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Okay? Now we are watching the medical establishment inject literal poison into millions of our fellow Americans without so much a fight. We have been, obviously this is all fake. The vaccine is completely legitimate, despite the fact that there have been at least 15,000 documented deaths and 100,000 other potential deaths, according to various reports. But that's on a government website. Who knows if you can trust the government website, right? If you go to the VAERS report, that's on the .gov website, probably can't trust that. Probably some white males in charge, straight white males, and we all know straight white males, evil white devils. So, anyways, let's go back to this. So they're saying literally being injected with poison. I mean, that's not true. Everybody who gets the vaccine lives forever. So, duh. Don Lemon told me so. We have been told that we will be fired and denied our livelihoods if we refuse to vaccinate. This is the last straw. We have spent thousands of hours analyzing leak footage from Wuhan, scientific papers from primary sources, as well as paper trails left by the medical establishment. What we have discovered would shock anyone to their core. First, we will summarize our findings, and then we will explain them in detail. References will be placed at the end. Summary. COVID-19 is a blood and blood vessel disease. SARS-CoV-2 infects the lining of human blood vessels, causing them to leak into the lungs. Current treatment protocols, e.g. invasive ventilation, are actually harmful to patients, accelerating oxidative stress and causing severe VILI, ventilator-induced lung injuries. The continued use of ventilators in absence of any proven medical benefit constitutes mass murder. See Andrew Cuomo of United States, governor of New York. Right? So there you go. Yes, Rhinestone is now immortal because he took the vaccine. He's going to live forever. Existing countermeasures are inadequate to slow the spread of what is an aerosolized and potentially wastewater-borne virus and constitute a form of medical theater. Various non-vaccine interventions have been suppressed, like ivermectin, by both the media and the medical establishment in favor of vaccines and expensive patented drugs. Okay. Remember, this is a fake article. Everything I'm saying is fake. And you should believe what YouTube says, because YouTube is actually ran by medical doctors. The authorities have denied the usefulness of natural immunity against COVID-19, despite the fact that natural immunity confers protection against all of the virus's proteins, not just one. Vaccines do more harm than good. The antigen that these vaccines are based on, SARS-CoV-2 spike, is a toxic protein. SARS-CoV-2 may have ADE, or antibody-dependent enhancement. Current antibodies may not neutralize future strains, but instead help them infect immune cells. So the vaccines are actually helping spread the virus. Has Ryan really taken the vaccine? Yes, but only because his wife convinced him to. It's okay. He's going to die with her. Hot Dude Con Canada. When? Current antibodies may not neutralize future strains. Also, vaccinating during a pandemic with a leaky vaccine removes evolutionary pressure for a virus to become less lethal. There is a vast and appalling criminal conspiracy that directly links both Anthony Fauci and Moderna to the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that Anthony Fauci, who has a medical history that is just shrouded in darkness, and Moderna, why would Moderna work to release a virus? They want to help people. They've been working to create a vaccine. They want to save people. Why would they release a virus? They're making the vaccine to save people. Hello? I don't understand how that makes any sense. Why would Moderna want to release a virus? Then they'd have to work so hard, and then they'd have to create a vaccine, and then they'd have to, sell it to the government. Then they'd have to make all these inconvenient billions and billions and billions of dollars, and then they'd have to distribute it to places like Japan. And even though they found traces of stainless steel particles inside the Moderna vaccine in Japan, and had a recall on all the Moderna vaccines in Japan, like, why would the company go through that? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Why would they do that? Hello? These people are clearly stupid. Moderna and Fauci are the heroes. COVID-19 vaccine researchers are directly linked to the scientists involved in brain-computer interface, Neuralase Tech, one of whom was indicted for taking grant money from China. That's pretty wild. COVID-19 vaccine researchers are directly linked to scientists involved in brain-computer interface. I mean, but, the vaccine, the metal stainless steel particles that they found in Japan and Moderna, like, how could that, even like nanotechnology, that's not real. That's only in Tony Stark's suit in Infinity Wars and Endgame, right? They wouldn't be like putting stuff into your body to potentially monitor you and control you, right? This is so weird. Independent researchers have discovered mysterious nanoparticles inside the vaccines that are not supposed to be present. Nanoparticles. Come on, that's not real. The entire pandemic is being used as an excuse for a vast political and economic transformation of Western society that will enrich the already rich and turn the rest of us into serfs and untouchables. Okay, look. Okay, we need to just stop there for a second, okay? Because clearly they didn't get the memo. All right? If you don't understand, I mean, I just don't. Look, guys. Look, let me just show you something real quick, okay? Let me just show you something super quick. Okay. I want to show you. Look at this. This is how much the government cares about people in Australia. Look at this. Look, these two people were walking outside with no mask on. The most dangerous place to be without a mask. Outside in the open air. They were socially distancing and they're outside, but they should be wearing masks, especially because the mask says on the box, this will not protect you from viral transmission. You still need to trust the box and trust the science. Okay? Now, this article is clearly incorrect. Look how much these Australian police officers care about these people to put masks on them. See, they didn't even have to like make him expend energy to lay down. They just lifted up his feet and put him on the floor for him. They care. The government cares about you. I mean, look at these wonderful government resources. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 police officers. And this is a woman, so we should really count them as 2 because female police officers are the most effective. So actually 15 police officers there. Okay? And, hey, they voted for this, and so this is what they get. This is justice. This is the right thing. This is democracy, guys. Democracy. This is wonderful. Progress. Equality. So, I mean, when this statement here says the entire pandemic is being used as an excuse for vast political and economic transformation of Western society that will enrich the already rich and turn the rest of us into serfs and untouchables, that makes no sense. Who would even think that? All right. So just so you guys know, I got to read all that. So if you want to fuck off now, go. Fuck off. But I gotta, this is disinformation. Gotta nip it in the bud. All right. COVID-19 pathophysiology and treatments. COVID-19 is not a viral pneumonia. It is viral vascular endotheliitis and attacks the lining of blood vessels, particularly small pulmonary alveolar capillaries, leading to endothelial cell activation, sloughing, coagulopathy, sepsis, pulmonary edema, and ARDS-like symptoms. This is a disease of the blood and blood vessels, the circulatory system. Any pneumonia that causes it is secondary to that. In severe cases, this leads to sepsis, blood clots, and multiple organ failure, including hypoxic and inflammatory damage to various vital organs such as the brain, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and intestines. Some of the most common laboratory findings of COVID-19 are elevated D-dimer, elevated prothrombin time, elevated C-reactive protein, neutrophilia, lymphopenia, hypocalcemia, and hyperferritinemia, essentially matching a profile of coagulopathy and immune system hyperactivation, immune cell exhaustion. Good Lord. I'm going to put this in the chat for you guys, by the way, this link. So you can click on that and save it, read it later. Okay, I'm going to spam the chat. I really want you guys to save this and read it so you can understand that spreading this information around and informing people is the wrong thing to do. Okay. Got to put my mask on to read this. Good idea. By the way, nobody has sent a super chat today, so if you feel like donating $500 to the Help MLD and his Dry Cough Foundation, by all means. Love you, Trina and Cove. We need a doctor to translate this. Me too. Dr. Harambe is on vacation. He's just here. He refuses to comment. He saw me get the community guideline strike for mentioning some of the adverse situations that did not happen with the thing. Definitely did not happen. Everybody is alive. Everybody is alive. You can definitely trust the vaccine. Yes, trust the vaccine. Okay? COVID-19 can present almost anything due to the wide tropism of SARS-CoV-2 for various tissues in the body's vital organs. While it is most common initial presentation is respiratory illness and flu-like symptoms, it can present as brain inflammation, gastrointestinal disease, or even heart attack or pulmonary embolism. COVID-19 is more severe in those with specific comorbidities, such as obesity, diabetes, and hypertension. Wow. Now, this article is targeting marginalized groups, and they're saying that, okay, so basically, if you're fat, you're going to die sooner. And that's racist because fat shaming is a form of patriarchy. This is because these conditions involve endothelial dysfunction, which renders the circulatory system more susceptible to infection and injury by this particular virus. The vast majority of COVID-19 cases are mild and do not cause significant disease. Wow, what misinformation. You're telling me a virus with a 99.5% survival chance of is mild? That's very, very irresponsible, to say the least. I need to drink some of my vaccine.
If you guys don't donate $100 right now, you're a beta male, you're a cuck, you're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
KG with the $20 super chat. I hope you're doing awesome. Thank you so much, Kevin. I just the Patreon last week, and I can't attend this month because I'm getting my hazmat certification this month. Much love, MLT. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. By the way, people who are in Patreon, this upcoming Sunday, there is no scheduled meeting. However, I'm going to be giving a bonus session. We did our session last night, really good session, and we will be doing a bonus one this upcoming Sunday. So please attend, okay? And Patreon is sold out for everybody else, so sorry. Majority of cases are mild, do not cause significant disease. Excuse me. In known cases, there is something known as the 80-20 rule. God, excuse me. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, hold on. No, I got to go back. Comorbidities such as obesity, diabetes, and hypertension. Hypertension is high blood pressure, guys. This is because these conditions involve endothelial dysfunction. And endothelial, from what I know, is endothelial. I believe endo means inside and thelial means lining. So I'm pretty sure it means like your blood vessels lining, the lining of the walls of the blood vessels. Let me just double check this, make sure I'm not spreading medical disinformation. God forbid I got fucking struck down on YouTube again. Endothelium is a thin membrane that lines the inside of the heart and blood vessels. Here we go. Okay. So this is the endothelial right there. Okay. So right here. So these are arteries. These are veins. Okay. These are the things that transfer blood inside of your body. And so you could see there are smooth muscle cells here. And then the endothelial cells are like the inner lining of where the blood wall is. Okay. Here's another one. Blood vessel, endothelial cells. Okay. Endothelial cells are there. Okay. Endothelial cells. Here, the wall right here. These are endothelial cells. Do you know I got an A in physiological psychology? I'm very good at biology, actually. what are my thoughts on Elliot Hulse, Blue Pill Alpha? Which renders the circulatory system more susceptible. Hold on. Okay. Endothelial dysfunction. Okay. So being fat as fuck, endothelial dysfunction, diabetes, obviously, and then hypertension, which renders the circulatory system more susceptible to infection and injury by this virus. The vast majority of COVID-19 cases are mild and do not cause significant disease. It is known in known cases, there is something known as the 80-20 rule, where 80% of cases are mild and 20% are severe or critical. However, this ratio is only correct for known cases, not all infections. The number of actual infections is much, much higher. Consequently, the mortality and morbidity rate is lower. However, COVID-19 spreads very quickly, meaning there are significant numbers of severely ill and critically ill patients appearing in a short time frame. In those who have critical COVID-19-induced sepsis, hypoxia, coagulopathy, and ARDS, the most common treatments are intubation, injected corticosteroids, and blood thinners. This is not the correct treatment for COVID-19. In severe hypoxia, cellular metabolic shifts cause ATP to break down into hypoxanthine, which upon reintroduction of oxygen causes xanthine oxidase to produce tons of highly damaging radicals that attack tissues. This is called ischemia reperfusion injury, and it is why the majority of people who go on ventilators are dying. In the mitochondria, these are the powerhouses of our cells. Succinate buildup due to the sepsis does the exact same thing. When oxygen is reintroduced, it makes superoxide radicals. Make no mistake, intubation will kill people who have COVID-19. Yikes. Good Lord. The end stage of COVID-19 is severe lipid peroxidation, where the fats in the body start to rust due to damage by oxidative stress. This drives autoimmunity. Oxidized lipids appear as foreign objects to the immune system, which recognizes and forms antibodies against OSEs, oxidation-specific epitopes. Also, oxidized lipids feed directly into pattern recognition receptors, triggering even more
You guys don't donate $100 right now. You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life.
Appreciate
you. Better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
and that's
Trunks is in the house. I sent 5-minute video through email. I'd appreciate you if you comment on it. If I held my frame during an argument, $500 super chat coming after crypto gains. Okay. I'm not sure if I could do that during today's episode, but let me see. Let me see what I can do. I'll probably do it at the end of the episode. Just remind me if you stick with me to the end. If you stick with me to the end, remind me, I'll do it. It's 1:15 a.m. I'm full of piss and vinegar. I'm ready to go. But this is just as important, so I just wanted to read this out to everybody, okay? Can the vaccine transmit to a healthy person? I would say so. Yeah, I can email you back later. That's fine. Better. That's better. So interesting part here. I didn't read this. The end stage of COVID-19 is severe lipid peroxidation. So lipids are fats. So I'm going to about make a fucking, hold on. Peroxidation is the chemical reaction between mainly unsaturated fatty acids and the reactive forms of oxygen. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Lipid peroxidation is a chain of reactions of oxidative degradation of lipids. It is a process when free radicals steal electrons from the lipids and cell membranes, resulting in cell damage. This process proceeds by a free radical chain reaction mechanism. It is most often affects polyunsaturated fatty acids because they contain multiple double bonds in between which lie methyl bridges that possess especially reactive hydrogen atoms. So I'm going to make a very loose connection here. End stage of COVID-19 is severe lipid peroxidation, where fats in the body start to rust due to damage by oxidative stress. This drives autoimmunity. Oxidized lipids appear as foreign objects to the immune system, which recognizes and forms antibodies against OSEs. Also, oxidized lipids feed directly into pattern recognition receptors, triggering even more inflammation and summoning even more cells of the innate immune system that release even more destructive enzymes. This is similar to the pathophysiology of lupus. So, okay, so basically this says the more fat you have on you, the more you just begin to like die from the inside from COVID. So it's actually sounding like this thing was engineered to kill Americans, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not trying to reach too far down the conspiracy rabbit hole and get bit by a gopher, but I wouldn't put it past the Chinese. Let's just put it that way. I wouldn't put it past the elites either. Honestly, if I ran a nation, okay, if I ran a nation and I saw everybody getting fat as fuck, I'd be like, what the hell? These people are all clearly stupid. Do you guys understand? Do you understand? Let me just say something. I went on vacation for 5 days. All right, I'm going to show you what I look like right now. And I'm just like embarrassed. I feel like I'm a fat, disgusting blob of skinniness and fatness at the same time. Okay? This is true. This is how I feel right now. So let me just show you. Okay? So, okay. Now, personally speaking, I feel like a fat, disgusting mess. All right? And during my vacation, I was texting my trainer. I was actually making diet plans and thinking like how I can optimize my fitness. So it blows my mind when I see people who are like just huge people. And they just don't like, they don't get it. Like, yo, like, you're gonna, like, it's not okay what you're doing to your body. And today's video, when we talk about this beta male lying on his dating profile, we're just gonna show you how out of touch these people are. I mean, you know, it's just, it just blows my mind. Just blows my mind to see how people can get that big. And no disrespect, man, to anybody who, if you're in here and you're big and you're trying to lose weight, I understand, bro. I'm there with you, okay? But you know, and I'm with you. I know what it's like to be addicted to food. I know what it's like to be struggling with diet and exercise. I'm talking about the people that are just like don't care and that are just like you know, that are just like, you know, huge. And the reality is, you know, the reality is, like, I'm really not out of shape or fat or whatever. Like, I know I'm not, right? And to think about, like, walking around with six-pack abs all the time, that really is vanity. It's, like, pretty unsustainable for the average person, right? Unless you have, like, a genetic gift, which a lot of people do. I don't have that genetic gift, right? Nor do I have the patience to, like, sit down and, like, weigh everything out. Honestly, I look pretty good, especially for 35. But when you have things like this going on, right? My 600-pound life star, Gina Marie Crazley, dies at 30. Jesus Christ. What, my oh my, whatever could it be? What What could have caused a 600-pound woman to die at the age of 30? Where's Dr. Brazil? Is Dr. Brazil in the house? Can we get this is a medical mystery. Okay? This is gone. Yes, gone too soon. Exactly. Gone too soon. All right? This one is for her. Just, we salute you, Gina. It was a solid 30 years, baby. We're going to figure this out. We're going to get down to the bottom of it. Your death will not be in vain. Because I'm trying to figure it out. I can't. I'm not that smart. I'm not that smart. I can't figure out why that's happened. Okay. So the end stage is severe lipid peroxidation. So your own fat cells turn against you. I mean, the irony is palpable at this point. COVID-19's pathology is dominated by extreme oxidative stress and neutrophil respiratory bursts, to the point where hemoglobin becomes incapable of carrying oxygen due to heme iron being stripped out of the heme by hypochlorous acid. That is fucking terrifying. So your blood is not able, your hemoglobin is basically the red blood, right? And it becomes incapable of carrying oxygen, because when you take a deep breath in, right, there's these little things in your lungs called alveoli. And the alveoli, this is loose medical knowledge, but from what I know, the alveoli are the parts of your lungs that convert the oxygen from the air into your blood, and that transfers throughout your entire body, and you're able to kept alive like that. But at the end stage of COVID, it seems to fucking that your blood can't even transfer the oxygen. That is fucking terrifying. That is fucking terrifying. Okay. No amount of supplemental oxygen can oxygenate blood that chemically refuses to bind to O2. That is a terrifying way to die. Jesus Christ, save us all. The breakdown of the pathology is as follows. SARS-CoV-2 spike binds to the ACT2. The angiotensin converting enzyme 2 is an enzyme that is part of the renin-angiotensin aldosterone system, or RAAS. We're just going to say RAS. The RAS is a hormone-controlled system that moderates fluid volume in the body and in the bloodstream. Osmolarity. By controlling salt retention and excretion, the protein ACE2 is ubiquitous in every part of the body that interfaces with the circulatory system, particularly in vascular endothelial cells, parasites, brain astrocytes, renal tubes, and podocytes, pancreatic islet cells, bile ducts, and intestinal epithelial cells, and the seminiferous ducts of the testes. Shit. All of which SARS-CoV-2 can infect, not just the lungs. SARS-CoV-2 infects the cell as follows. SARS-CoV-2 spike undergoes a conformational change where the S1 trimers flip up and extend, locking onto ACE2 bound to the surface of the cell. TMPRSS2, or transmembrane protein 2, comes along and cuts off the heads of the spike, exposing the S2 sock-shaped subunit inside. The remainder of the spike undergoes a conformational change that causes it to unfold like an extension ladder, embedding itself into the cell membrane. Then it folds back upon itself, pulling the viral membrane and the cell membrane together. The two membranes fuse, and the virus's proteins migrating out of the surface of the cell. The SARS-CoV-2 nucleocapsid enters the cell, disgorging its genetic material and beginning the viral replication process, hijacking the cell's own structures to produce more virus. This sounds like HIV. It sounds like HIV to an extent. You know, because HIV, it infects the T cells, if I'm correct. And then it attacks the white blood cells. It infects the white blood cell, and then the other white blood cells attack it. And then it gets killed, and then it pops open, and it's fucking more HIV spreads. And that's how people die. Did you know that 67% of all new HIV cases are with homosexual men. Just in the United States, though. I don't know where it is everywhere else, but like 66, 67% of all new HIV cases are with homosexual men. But anyways, cue the Pride song. SARS-CoV-2 protein spikes embeds in a cell can actually cause human cells to fuse together, forming syncytia, MGC, multinuclear cell giants. They also have other pathogenic harmful effects. SARS-CoV-2 viroporins, such as its envelope protein, act as calcium ion channels, introducing calcium into infected cells. The virus suppresses the natural interferon response, resulting in delayed inflammation. Yikes. SARS-CoV-2 N protein can also directly activate the NLRP3 inflammasome. Although it suppresses the NRF2 antioxidant pathway, the suppression of ACE2 by binding with the spike causes a buildup of bradykinin that would otherwise be broken down by ACE2. This constant calcium influx into the cells results in noticeable hypocalcemia or low blood calcium, especially in people with vitamin D deficiencies. Interesting. And they're saying that if you take, some people were saying, obviously conspiracy theorists who know nothing, that you should take a bunch of vitamin D. Okay. Now, I had full-blown unprotected sex with a chick who had COVID. Not that I recommend this at all to anybody, okay? She had to go to, like, the quarantine hotels and be locked up, and I was fine. And I take vitamin D. I sit in front of my red light. I take a lot of vitamins, and, I live very super, super healthy lifestyle. Like, yeah, I'm not a fucking micronutrient calorie Nazi, but I do exercise 5 to 6 times a week. I take my multivitamins. I eat very healthily, and nothing happened to me. And I was taking a lot of vitamin D. I take like 40,000 IUs. Each pill is 10,000 IUs, and I take 4. Very interesting. And pre-existing endothelial dysfunction. Bradykinin upregulates CGMP, COX, and phosphorylated C activity. This is heavy medical fucking jargon here. I'm going to see it through, boys. We're going to read it through. Are you still with me? We got a lot to go. We've got a lot to go. Oh, man. I don't know if I can read all this. Oh, let me skip through some of this. This is getting really heavy medical jargon. Let me scroll through and see what I can pick up through here. Okay, let me go. The link is in the chat though for you guys that want to read all of this. Okay. Pretty crazy though. Let's see the results in this. Nitrous oxide gas. So the loss of nitric oxide allows the virus to begin replicating with impunity in the body. Yikes. Those with endothelial dysfunction, hypertension, diabetes, obesity, old age, African American race. Okay. Yeah, African Americans are like naturally prone to a couple of different blood diseases. One of them, I forget what it's called. It's like when the red blood cells they just continuously deteriorate. Fuck. It's extremely common in African American people. Fuck, what is it called? I think it starts with an E. There it is. Sickle cell anemia. Thank you, Harry. Sickle cell anemia. Yes, that's what it is. Have redox equilibrium issues to begin with, giving the virus an advantage, right? Yeah. Dude, Mac the Day Gamer says, I've improved my immune system by getting good sleep, eating well, exercising, and only washing my hands after I use the bathroom. Fuck that alcohol sanitizer shit. Yeah, that hand sanitizer stuff is like, dude, you have to realize when you're constantly putting your hand sanitizer stuff on your hands, you are putting you're putting fucking that shit into your body. Like, your skin absorbs that stuff. Actually, I want to show you something as well. Tell me if you can look. This is like legit. This is like fucking legit propaganda right here. This is. Let me show you this. Okay. These people are fucking evil, and these are women, by the way. These bitches are evil. These bitches are evil as sin, bro. Look at it. This is blatant propaganda. Watch this. Listen, if you think that this is not 1,000% planned, you are a fucking idiot. You are a dumb person. Okay? Watch this. Watch what happens here.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming today. And I will now turn the podium over to Minister LaGrange.
Thank you, Thank you, Dr. Hinshaw, and good morning to everyone.
Thank you. Good morning, Dr. Henshaw. You said in your comments that 8 times more children were hospitalized for anxiety disorders than for COVID during these past 18 months. Was this as a result of the lockdown, their health measures? And how does this differ from previous pre-COVID years? Do you have any hard numbers on that?
Thank you for the question.
Bitch, how often? I mean, I'm glad. I hope it really is hand sanitizer in there, because it's fucking killing them both. And that's all I'm gonna say. God damn it! I just wish I was not fucking censored. God, I wish I could. I swear to God, I'm gonna build my own platform. I'm gonna go fucking nuts, dude. It's gonna be best. It's gonna put InfoWars to shame. I'm telling you. Okay, but dude, like sitting there, like, okay, hey guys. Now I'm protected from the virus. Let me put on my fucking face diaper. I touched my face. Gotta. Doctor, go fuck yourself. Would you like to come here? Thanks so much. Okay. Now, you guys here are smart enough because you guys have all taken the red pill. So you already know, like, okay, I'm aware that there's mass deception going on. Okay. Now, what's going on next is they have this fucking nonstop, blatant propaganda on every avenue. Okay? Canada and Australia are fucked. Australia belongs to the Chinese. I'm pretty sure, like, the reason Australia is just cucking out so hard is for money, and because China has so much power and influence over Australia. That's what I'm thinking. Okay? So, you know, it's insane. It's fucking insane. And these smug bitches, dude. These smug bitches. I'm telling you, man. Like, I'm not doing stuff like this. Okay? Doing stuff like this is what gives birth to a violent revolution. Canada belongs to China as well. I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. Anyways. Let's see. So this is you know, you'll notice this too. I noticed this when I came to Japan, right? So when Japan, I have like access to a lot of I go to the medical system a lot, go to doctors, dermatologists, whatever. And you have to realize, just because somebody's a doctor doesn't mean that they're a good doctor. There are a lot of fucking dipshit doctors out there. And you need to fucking you need to fucking test your doctor, and you need to like test multiple doctors. Like I got this mole right here in my chest. Can you see that? So I had this mole in my chest, and it developed last year. Right here. You see that? I freaked out and I thought this was cancer. Right? And so I went to multiple doctors just to get like multiple opinions. I went to a female doctor. I know she was the only one available. And then I went to like a fucking like 80-year-old Japanese doctor. Both were like two different areas, two different hospitals. They're both like, no, it's not cancer. No, it's not cancer. I was freaking out though. Thank God, because I don't want cancer. But you can't just trust doctors on the front end. I met plenty of dipshit doctors. Plenty of them, okay? They're all out there, all right? Just because they're a doctor doesn't mean they're fucking smart. You need to be testing the doctor and their advice when you go meet them. Okay? So don't just trust them because they're a fucking doctor. Let's see. Going back to here. We know this is happening, COVID-19, because people who have died of the disease have noticeable ferroptosis, signatures in the tissues, as well as other oxidative stress markers. When you intubate someone with this condition, you are setting off a free radical bomb by supplying cells with O2. It's a catch-22 because we need oxygen to make adenosine triphosphate, that is, to live, but OT is also the precursor of all these damaging radicals that lead to lipid peroxidation. The correct treatment for severe COVID-related sepsis is non-invasive ventilation, steroids, and antioxidant infusions. Most of the drugs repurposed for COVID-19 that show any benefit whatsoever in rescuing critically ill COVID-19 are antioxidants. Melatonin, fluvoxamine, budesonide, famotidine, cimetidine, ranitidine are all antioxidants. Indomethacin prevents iron-driven oxidation of arachidonic acid to isoproteins. There are powerful antioxidants such as blah, 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 not even being tested on COVID-19 patients, which would defang neutrophils, prevent lipid peroxidation, restore endothelial health, and restore oxygenation to the tissues. Many scientists who know anything about pulmonary neutrophilia, listen. In April 2020, Swiss scientists covered COVID-19 was a vascular endotheliitis. By 2020, experts had already concluded that COVID-19 causes a viral form of sepsis. That is crazy. Sepsis is when your blood gets infected. That's terrifying. None of this information is particularly new, yet for the most part it has not been acted upon. Doctors continue to use damaging intubation techniques and high PEEP settings despite high lung compliance and poor oxygenation, killing untold number of critically ill patients with medical malpractice. Because of the way they are constructed, randomized controlled trials will never show any benefit for any antiviral agent against COVID-19. Not remdesivir, not Kaletra, not hydroxychloroquine, and not ivermectin. The reason for this is simple. For the patients that they have recruited for these studies, such as Oxford Ludicrous Recovery Study, the intervention is too late to have any positive effect. Okay. So yeah, because Joe Rogan took ivermectin within the first 3 days, and he was clear. He was right as rain. Okay. Very, very interesting. The media has disingenuously claimed that because ivermectin is an anti-parasitic drug, that it has no utility as an antivirus. This is incorrect. Ivermectin has utility as an antiviral. It blocks preventing nuclear import, effectively inhibiting viral access to cell nuclei. Many drugs currently on the market have multiple modes of action. Ivermectin is such one drug. It is both anti-parasitic and antiviral. In Bangladesh, ivermectin costs $1.80 for an entire 5-day course. Remdesivir, which is toxic to the liver, costs $3,120 for a 5-day long course of drug.
You have accepted the truth.
Billions of dollars of utterly useless remdesivir were sold to our governments on a taxpayer's dime, and it ended up being totally useless for treating hyperinflammatory COVID-19. The media has hardly covered this at all. Again, this all, look at this, billions of dollars. Okay, they're printing all this money, they're spending it. All this really just shows me is that this is all about money, okay, and printing money to keep the fucking fake fiat system going, because this shit is going to collapse sooner than later. Okay? It is going to collapse. And people don't seem to realize this. All of this stuff is about money. That's all this is. All of the Corona stuff is about money. If you can't see that, you're fucking stupid. You're a fucking dummy. I knew this shit was a scam from the very beginning. And if you trace what was going on with Deutsche Bank in February of 2020, peak, dump. Next month, Corona's going to kill us all, guys. Markets dump. Everything fucking dumps. Then we got to start printing money. We got to print money. We need recovery packages. Japan is printing money. Japan is getting ready to print billions and like hundreds of billions of dollars. If this new prime minister gets into office, Fumio Kishida, which I believe is like the front runner. He's the former Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and he says, "Vote me in, and I will print." He said trillions of yen. Okay, so the yen is $100 to $1 ratio. So he's going to send. He said he's going to print tens of trillions of yen. Okay, all of the banks, the Bank of Japan, Bank of fucking Germany, all Bank of UK. United States, Canada. You don't even have to work in Canada. You could just fucking be a loser. I met some fucking Instagram chick. She was just like, yeah, Canada just pays me money to fucking exist. And she was out fucking hanging out with Fresh and Fit in Miami. So, there's endless money printing going on. And I got 100,000 yen, which is like $900 in Japan just for being here during the pandemic. Bought Bitcoin, right? But there has been nonstop money printing around the world, okay? And now, guess what's happening? They're going to vote on this fucking infrastructure bill. $1 trillion package. Okay? When your government says, hey, guess what? We're going to give you the fucking vaccine for free. No, dipshit, you paid for that. That's taxpayer money that they pushed a button, click, print money. Now it's in the system. Now we can keep this whole scam going. This is all about money. This is all about money, and they're killing people.
So, you have accepted the truth.
Period. It's all about money. Everything goes back to money. There's no Illuminati. There's no conspiracy. None of that shit. It's just elites wanting money and governments bloodthirsty for control. Australia owned by China. Canada owned by China. Heaviest levels of draconian fucking implementation of their fucking plan. I mean, this is... They didn't fool me. That's all I'll say. They didn't fool me. Me and Charlie from day one were like, this is some bullshit. I was like, yep. That it is. Okay. You know what they don't talk about? Ivermectin in India. How India has basically stopped the fucking coronavirus infection because India hates China. India fucking hates China. They despise China. India wants China to burn to the fucking ground. Of course, but who's in bed with the fucking corporations, right? Who's the number one fucking supporter of all advertisements on mainstream media? It's the pharmaceutical companies, right? A lot of you American guys don't know. Outside of America, it's illegal to advertise for prescription drugs on television. Did you know that? I'm sure you didn't. It's illegal to do that. You can't do that in Japan. You can't do that in fucking certain countries in Europe. But in America, you can. America is one of the few places you can actually do that. There's money in keeping you sick. The pharmaceutical industry. Do you guys know the pharmaceutical industry has an entire legal compliance and regulatory affairs department? And what they do is they lobby governments to change the laws so they can sell their drugs. Not for your benefit, for their profit. They have teams of lawyers. They have fucking armies of lawyers. Anyways, what do I know? I'm wearing the same shirt from 2 years ago. The opposition to use of generic ivermectin is not based in science. It is purely financially and politically motivated. An effective non-vaccine innovation would jeopardize the rushed FDA approval of patented vaccines and medicines for which the pharmaceutical industry stands to rake in billions upon billions of dollars in sales on an ongoing basis, right? That's what, like, hey, we need the booster shot forever, okay? You need fucking booster shot 1 and booster shot 2 and booster shot 17, booster shot 18. Hilarious. Each booster shot pushes you closer to death. The majority of the public are scientifically illiterate. That's for true. I mean, well, no shit. Are you kidding me? A country that thinks a 248-pound woman is a normal thing is scientifically illiterate? Jesus Christ. It sounds like a conspiracy theory to me. Thanks to a pathetic educational system that has miseducated them. But in America, you know, when it comes to education and our children, we are educating them on the thing that matters. And we all know the number one thing that matters when it comes to educating our children. You know.
It's Pride, everybody.
That's
Every
right.
color on the Pride
America
flag is a symbol in the sky.
We got this.
And I'm proud to be me.
The children.
Every time that I see that Pride flag waving high.
This is what's important.
Red means life because living is a gift. Orange means healing, and we have to persist in working to heal the world and healing ourselves. Yellow means sunlight cause you gotta shine bright. Green means nature and we gotta fight to keep our earth a thriving home for life. Doesn't it just fill you with pride?
This is what matters. Okay? How dare they say anything about our education system? Could it be a coincidence that this is also a fat person, obese person, whatever? God forbid I misgender it. Okay? What faulty education system? The majority of the public are scientifically illiterate and cannot grasp what any of this even means, thanks to a pathetic educational system that has miseducated them. You would be lucky to find 1 in 100 people who even have the faintest clue of what any of this actually means. I mean, look, our government cares about us. Like a lot, like so much. All they do is sit around and they think, how can we get people to live better lives? I know. Let's put out something called the food pyramid. Who remembers the food pyramid when you were a kid? I do. Okay, kids. So this is what we got to eat on a daily basis. In the bread, cereal, rice, and pasta group, okay, cereal. So Honey Bunches of Oats does count. You have to eat 6 to 11 servings, okay? So you got to eat 6 cups of rice minimum every single day. Every single day. You got to eat 6 cups of rice minimum. Fruit, 2 to 4 pieces a day. It's nothing. Vegetables, 3 to 5. You're good. Meat, poultry, really got to keep those protein levels down. Protein is very bad for you, okay? 2 to 3 maximum, all right? The milk, yogurt, and cheese group, okay? The milk, yogurt, and cheese group, okay? 2 to 3 servings. Fats, oils, and sweets used sparingly, okay? Fats naturally occurring. Yeah, you don't need that much fats, right? Nuts, olive oil, avocado, stay away from that. the basis of your education with food, okay? The base of your health is 6 to 11 servings of bread, cereal, rice, and pasta. So if you want to eat 6 bowls of cereal a day, you too will be a healthy American. Okay? Oh, hilarious. Okay. COVID-19 is airborne. The WHO carried water for China by claiming, by the way, the WHO is heavily financed by China. Just the World Health Organization was extremely financed by China. The WHO carried water for China by claiming that the virus was only droplet-borne. Our own CDC absurdly claimed that it was mostly transmitted by fomite-to-face contact, which, given its rapid spread from Wuhan to the rest of the world, would have been physically impossible. That's another thing. You're telling me this one little fucking lab spread and we have a global pandemic? Globally, this shit spread across borders? Or maybe it was released locally by the governments? Nah, that's like really impossible. That's really impossible. You know, look, you have to understand how science works, okay? So science works like this, okay? Now, right now in Japan, listen. There's an election coming up, okay? And we have seen a sharp drop in the Tokyo reporting numbers, okay? We have gone from thousands of cases a day in the peak of summer where the virus is supposed to be the lowest. I don't know, the virus is crazy, man. Thousands of cases a day down to only a few hundred in like a 2-week span. Now, pay no mind that 2 weeks ago they announced that the Prime Minister of Japan, Suga-san, is going to be stepping down. Pay no mind to that. Okay? Pay no mind to elections are coming up in a couple of weeks now. Suddenly. Okay? That's how Japan's political system works. So suddenly elections are up, and now cases are dropping, and they're going to lift the lockdowns in Japan. It's a modern miracle. It is a modern miracle. Now, Japan has some of the lowest cases in the world, despite being the closest to China and having the largest influx of Chinese citizens in regards to tourism, other than any place in the world. It all makes sense, right? It makes perfect sense. Makes sense to me. Do you get it? If you don't get it, you're a dum-dum. If you get it, you get it. If you get it, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't get it, put a 2 in the chat so I can ban you. The 6-foot guidelines are absolutely... The ridiculous belief that fomite-to-face being a primary mode of transmission led to the use of surface disinfection protocols that wasted time, energy, productivity, and disinfectants. Okay? The 6-foot guidelines are absolutely useless. The minimum safe distance to protect oneself from aerosolized virus is to be 15 plus feet away from an infected person, no closer. Realistically, no public transit is safe. Okay? Now, no public transit is safe. So, wait. So then, I mean, in Japan, like, wait a minute. I just don't understand. When this happens on a daily basis in Japan in the morning and in the afternoon, this happens every day in Japan. And Japan has some of the lowest infection rates in the world. But I thought social distancing helps, and I thought this is the most deadliest, craziest virus in the world.
降りるお客様、すいましてからのご乗車にご協力お願いいたします。おはようございます。吉町に到着です。ご乗車になりましたら、車両中ほどまでお進みください。ご協力をお願いいたします。また、左右スティールドアからのご乗車にご協力をお願いいたします。1番線各駅停車三鷹駅ドアが閉まります。お体お荷物強くお引きください。この後の電車も続けて到着いたします。1番線ドアが閉まります。
I mean, that's maximum social distancing, right? I mean, and so on a daily basis, this happens twice daily. Okay? Now, here is... let me see if I can open this in a new tab. Actually, open image in new tab. Okay. So here's Tokyo, right? And so not only does this happen daily in Tokyo, but people north of Tokyo, and these are like counties basically. So people from Saitama County commute into Tokyo in the morning on these trains. People from Kanagawa commute into Tokyo on these trains. People from Chiba commute to Tokyo on these trains on a daily basis. People come as far as Kunma and Ibaraki as well. All right? Some people fucking... as well from Yamanashi come into Tokyo, right? And every morning, millions of people come into Tokyo, and every evening, millions of people leave Tokyo. Japan has had some of the lowest cases on the entire planet. Just probably conspiracy, right? It's all fake. It's all fake. It's not real. It's not real. Just be dumb. Watch, what's the gay black dude? The fucking cowboy gay black guy? What's his name? Watch that guy. He's pregnant now, apparently. You know what I'm talking about? The hotel, blah, da, 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 da. Lil Nas, there we go. Lil Nas X. Watch Lil Nas X. God, I'm so glad I'm disconnected from this cancerous culture. Let's go back to this. Hey, Thomas. Thomas is in Czech Republic, where they're just like, fuck you. We're just not like, grow up. The virus is bullshit. Their prime minister came out, was super based about it. Ultra based. Here we go. This is my favorite one. Surgical masks do not protect you from aerosols. Duh. The virus is too small and the filter media has too large of gaps to filter it out, right? So for all these mask Nazis, all these fucking fat Karens trying to tell you some shit, my favorite thing is when a fat person tries to tell me something about my health. It's like, excuse me, you should have commented, 170 pounds ago. But right now, you've disqualified yourself from telling me anything about my health, bitch. They may catch respiratory droplets and keep the virus from being expelled by someone who is sick, but they do not filter a cloud of infectious aerosols if someone were to walk into said cloud. The minimum level of protection against this virus is quite literally a P100 respirator, a PAPR, CAPR, or a 40 millimeter NATO CBRN respirator, ideally paired with a full-body Tyvek or Tycum suit, gloves, and booties with all the holes and gaps taped. I'm wearing 2 masks. I'm double masking. I'm super safe now. Oh, man. My best friend at home, right? Hilarious. He came over to the house during Christmas, refused to take off his 2 mask, right? Forget the fact that he's 5'9", 250 pounds, clinically obese, right? Got the vaccine. Good job. All right. But double masking. It's hilarious. I mean, people deserve to die at this rate. I just don't even care anymore. Just less normies in the way for me. Just all right, just clear them all out. Get a Dr. Fauci, pass me some of those vaccines. I'll help you out here. I'll start sticking them in the arms. Let's do it. Live SARS-CoV-2 may potentially be detected in sewage outflows, and there may be oral fecal transmission. Watch out, LGBTQ plus 44489 community. During the SARS outbreak in 2003, in the Amoy Gardens incident, hundreds of people were infected by aerosol fecal matter rising from the floor drains in their apartments. Rest in peace. Do I dare read this fucking thing? I don't know if I should. I don't even know if YouTube will let me read this. COVID-19 vaccine dangers. Last time I said anything about vaccines, I got a community guideline strike on YouTube. All right. I'm just going to read this as commentary. I do not believe anything that I'm about to read. I'm just going to read it as commentary. I actually don't believe anything. Everything that's about to be stated in this COVID-19 vaccine dangers, I believe the complete opposite, unless it goes against the YouTube community guidelines. Then I believe whatever the YouTube community guidelines wants me to believe. I am not a free thinker. YouTube thinks for me, and Susan Wojcicki is my God. Okay? So I'm going to read this as comedy. This is not to be taken seriously whatsoever. And everything that I read, I believe the opposite of. I trust the science, and only the science approved by Dr. Fauci and America. Okay? And the science of YouTube, the community guideline science. Here we go. The vaccines for COVID-19 are not sterilizing and do not prevent infection or transmission. They are, quote, leaky, end quote, vaccines. This means they remove the evolutionary pressure on the virus to become less lethal. Yikes. It also means that the vaccinated are perfect carriers. In other words, those who are vaccinated are a threat to the unvaccinated, not the other way around. Yikes. Alex Jones has been saying this on InfoWars. He's crazy too. That's why they banned him off of YouTube. Okay? All of the COVID-19 vaccines currently in use have undergone minimal testing with highly accelerated clinical trials. Though they appear to limit severe illness, the long-term safety profile of these vaccines remain unknown. Some of these so-called vaccines utilize an untested new technology that has never been used in vaccines before. Traditional vaccines use weakened or killed virus to simulate an immune response. The Moderna and Pfizer BioNTech vaccines do not. They are purported to consist of an intramuscular shot containing a suspension of lipid nanoparticles filled with messenger RNA. Right, they do not fit the traditional vaccine mold. Okay? And so the way they generate an immune response is by fusing with cells in a vaccine's recipient's shoulder, undergoing endocytosis, releasing their mRNA cargo into these cells, and then utilizing the ribosomes in those cells to synthesize modified SARS-CoV-2 spike proteins in situ. Okay, so basically they inject you with mRNA, okay, and then the ribosomes in the cells in your shoulder are used to, they're absorbed. So from what I'm understanding, the vaccine goes into your cells and then your cells start replicating these spike proteins, these SARS-CoV-2 spike proteins. These modified spike proteins then migrate to the surface of the cell, where they are anchored in place by transmembrane domain. The adaptive immune system detects non-human viral protein being expressed by these cells and then forms antibodies against that protein. This is purported to confer protection against the virus. So basically, your body makes pseudo corona cells, and then from the vaccine, so they inject you with something that uses your own body to make like fake corona cells, and then your body starts creating these cells, white blood cells, I'm assuming, to attack what has been injected in you, and that is supposed to be what protects you from the real coronavirus out there. The adaptive immune system detects the non-human viral protein being expressed by these cells and then forms antibodies against that protein. This is purported to confer protection against the virus by training the adaptive immune system to recognize and produce antibodies against the spike on the actual virus. The J&J and AstraZeneca vaccines do something similar, but use an adenovirus vector for genetic material delivery instead of a lipid nanoparticle. Okay. These vaccines were produced or validated with the aid of fetal cells lines HEK 293 and PERC6, which people with certain religious convictions may object strongly to. Fetal cell lines. I think this is talking about, this is like fetal. I think this is like not aborted babies, but I feel like that they're cells taken from yeah. Is it aborted cells? Yeah. Anyways, that's why I'm thinking people with certain religious convictions may object to it, because they use cells of not a, I don't know if they're aborted tissues, but aborted fetuses, but definitely fetal is definitely. Let me just double check here. Fetal cells can be documented in maternal circulation in the majority of human pregnancies. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it has something. Definitely has something to do with. Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Anyways, let's go back here. Guys, be sure to share this video manually with as many people as possible. We're going to get to the beta male lies about his dating profile and it's cringe. We're going to get to that soon. I know we're coming up on 2 hours here, but I mean, is this not spicy? Do we want to, should I just stop reading this? Put a 1 in the chat if I should stop reading. Put a 2 if I should keep going and break this down fully. 1 for me to stop, 2 to keep going. Let's see. All right. 2s are coming in. Okay. Here's important. SARS-CoV-2 spike is highly pathogenic protein on its own. Pathogenic means creating disease. It is impossible to overstate the danger presented by introducing this protein into the human body. Okay. It is claimed by vaccine manufacturers that the vaccine remains in cells in the shoulder. So they're saying that it stays in the shoulder. and that SARS-CoV-2 spike produced and expressed by these cells from the vaccine's genetic material is harmless and inert, thanks to the insertion of prolines in the spike sequence to stabilize it in the prefusion conformation, preventing the spike from becoming active and fusing with other cells. However, a pharmacokinetic study from Japan shows that the lipid nanoparticles and mRNA from the Pfizer vaccine did not stay in the shoulder. Okay, that's a study from Japan, so who knows? Who knows if it's even true? Because the Japanese are like white-ish, so they could be evil, just like white males, and they could be a lie. We got to trust the science over here, people. In fact, bioaccumulated in many different organs, including the reproductive organs and adrenal glands, meaning that modified spike is being expressed quite literally all over the place. These lipid nanoparticles may trigger anaphylaxis, and in an unlucky few, anaphylaxis is an allergic reaction. But far more concerning is the unregulated expression of spike in various somatic cells lines far from the injection site and the unknown consequences of that. Messenger RNA is normally consumed right after it is produced in the body, being translated into a protein by a ribosome. COVID-19 vaccine mRNA is produced outside the body long before a ribosome translates it. In the meantime, it could accumulate damage if inadequately preserved. When a ribosome attempts to translate a damaged strand of mRNA, it can become stalled. When this happens, the ribosomes become useless for translating proteins because it now has a piece of mRNA stuck in it. Yikes. Like a lace card in an old punch card reader. The whole thing has to be cleaned up, new ribosomes synthesized to replace it. In cells with low ribosome turnover, like nerve cells.
So, you have accepted the truth.
Thanks for subscribing. This can lead to reduced protein synthesis, cytopathic effects, and neuropathies. Certain proteins, including SARS-CoV-2 spike, have proteolytic cleavage sites, cleavage, that are basically like dotted lines that say cut here, which attract a living organism's own proteases, essentially molecular scissors to cut them. SARS-CoV-2's protein spike has a super antigenic region which may promote extreme inflammation. Yikes. Anti-spike antibodies were found in one study to function as autoantibodies and attack the body's own cells. Those who have been immunized with COVID-19 vaccines have developed blood clots, myocarditis, Guillain-Barré syndrome, Bell's palsy, and multiple sclerosis flares, indicating that the vaccine promotes autoimmune reactions against healthy tissue. You know what that means? The complete opposite, indicating the vaccine does not promote autoimmune reactions against healthy tissue. It only attacks the virus. Trust the science. SARS-CoV-2 spike does not actually only bind to ACE2. It was suspected to have regions that bind to pathogen integrins, blah, 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 triggering unspecified and likely highly inflammatory cellular activity. God damn, I love being right. If someone is vaccinated with mRNA based upon the spike from the initial Wuhan strain of CoV-2 and they become infected with the future mutated strain of the virus, they may become severely ill. In other words, it is possible for vaccines to sensitize someone to a disease. A whole lot of Karens are about to die. The whole Democratic Party is basically about to fucking die. America, we're going to make America great again, boys. Oh man. So they're saying if you take the vaccine against the initial strain, the one that came out of Wuhan initially, then the Delta variant has a higher probability of killing you. Oh, man. This is a precedent. There's a precedent for this in recent history. Sanofi's Dengvaxia vaccine for dengue failed because it caused immune sensitization in people whose immune systems were dengue naive. In mice immunized against SARS-CoV and challenged with the virus, a close relative of SARS-CoV-2, they developed immune sensitization, Th2 immunopathology, and eosinophil infiltration in their lungs. We have been all told that SARS-CoV-2 mRNA vaccines cannot be integrated into the human genome because messenger RNA cannot be turned back into DNA. This is false. There are elements in the human cells called line-1 retrotransposons, which can indeed integrate mRNA into a human genome by endogenous reverse transcription. Because the mRNA used in vaccines is stabilized, it hangs around in cells longer, increasing the chances for this to happen. If genes for SARS-CoV-2 spike is integrated into a portion of the genome that is not silent and actually expresses the protein, it is possible that people who take the vaccine may continuously express SARS-CoV-2 spike from their somatic cells for the rest of their lives. Yikes. By inoculating people with a vaccine that causes their bodies to produce spike in situ, they are being inoculated with a pathogenic protein. Remember, pathogenic causes disease. A toxin that may cause long-term inflammation, heart problems, and a raised risk of cancer. In the long term, it may also potentially lead to premature neurodegenerative disease. Why would they kill the people to obey them? Don't make me pull the whiteboard out. Don't make me pull the whiteboard out. I've already had my own fucking theory as why this is happening. There's the link. Do it. What about the beta male lying on his dating profile? We're 2 hours in. I'm supposed to talk about that. I'll talk about that in a second. Why they are killing people who obey. I said it from do you listen to this shit? You're gonna be one. You're gonna be the one. Absolutely no one should be compelled to take this vaccine under any circumstances, and in fact, vaccination campaign must be stopped immediately. COVID-19 criminal conspiracy. The vaccine and the virus were made by the same people. Oh, Lord. All right, I'm just going to skip down to the conclusions. Oh, man. It's all good. The current pandemic was produced and perpetuated by the establishment through the use of a virus engineered in a PLA-connected Chinese biowarfare laboratory with the aid of American taxpayer dollars and French expertise. Goddamn French. Of course the French would conspire to do this shit. This research was conducted under the absolutely ridiculous euphemism of, quote, gain of function, end quote, research, which is supposedly carried out in order to determine which viruses have the highest potential for zoonotic spillover and preemptively vaccinate or guard against them. Gain of function aka dual-use research of concern, is a bioweapon researched by another friendlier-sounding name, simply to avoid the taboo of calling what it actually is. Okay? It has always been a bioweapon research. The people who are conducting this research fully understand that they are taking wild pathogens that are not infectious in humans and making them more infectious, often taking grants from military think tanks encouraging them to do so. These virologists conducting these type of researches are enemies of their fellow man, like pyromaniac firefighters, GOF research that has never been protected anyone from any pandemic. In fact, it has now started one, meaning its utility for preventing pandemics is actually negative. It should be banned globally, and these lunatics performing it should have been in straitjackets long ago. Either through a leak or intentional release from the Wuhan Institute of Virology, a deadly SARS strain is now endemic across the globe. After the WHO and CDC and public officials first downplayed the risk and then intentionally incited a panic and lockdown that jeopardized people's health and their livelihood, this was then used by utterly depraved and psychotic aristocratic class who rule over us as an excuse to coerce people into accepting an injected poison, which may be a depopulation agent. This is what I think it is, honestly. I mean, I don't. I think the opposite. What can I think, YouTube? Just inject me with the mind-controlling virus. Tell me what to think now. What should I think? I think depopulation seems on the menu, right? Can we smash the like button so I don't get depopulated off of YouTube? Please smash the like button. Also, somebody send me $1,000 right now. $1,000 super chat. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm the real lunatic here. The straitjacket is for me. Where did I go? Okay.
So, you have accepted the truth.
Thanks for subscribing, Dylan. Hit that notification bell. That which may be a depopulation agent, a mind control / pacification agent in the form of injectable smart dust, or both in one. This is true. This smart dust is coming. Nano dust is also coming. I mean, so this is totally true. It's like I said, they found, and this is look, let me show you. They brushed it under the fucking rug pretty quickly. But yeah, okay. So here we go. Oh, shocker. It just, look at that. They pulled it. Moderna's contaminated vaccine only shipped to Japan. Oh, so the Japanese who found the stainless steel particles, look at that. That also has expired. Wow. How coincident. What a convenient coincidence. Japan halts use of 1.63 million Moderna vaccine doses over contamination. Wow. Interesting. That article has expired too. Here we go. Found this one, Reuters. Moderna to recall COVID-19 doses.
If you guys don't donate $100 right now, you're a beta male, you're a cuck, you're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
And that's Isaac Landay's $5 super chat says it's not $1,000, but here you go. Here to listen and learn. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, brother man. Moderna to recall COVID-19 doses in Japan after stainless steel. But yeah, guys, the shipment of stainless steel particle-containing vaccines, it only went to Japan. Nowhere else in the world, just Japan. it was just a mistake. We knew that the Japanese liked Gundams, so we wanted to put a little bit of stainless steel particles in there just to, give them kind of that Gundam flair. We wanted to make a bonsai vaccine edition, Stainless steel contaminants in some vials. Stainless steel is routinely used in heart valves, joint replacements, and metal sutures and staples. As such, it is not expected that the injection of the particles identified in these lots in Japan would result in increased medical risks. All right, sign me up. I'm injecting stainless steel particles into myself. YOLO. Sure, it's nothing. I'm sure it's nothing. It's probably just trust the science. Stainless steel, put it in. Put it in. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me raw. They believe they can get away with this by weaponizing the social stigma of vaccine refusal. They are incorrect. Their motives are clear and obvious to anyone who's been paying attention. I've been paying attention. These megalomaniacs have raided the pension funds of the free world. Wall Street is insolvent and has had an ongoing liquidity crisis since the end of 2019. Now we're getting into it. The aim now is to exert total full spectrum physical, mental, and financial control over humanity before we realize just how bad we've been extorted by these maniacs. I think the cat's out of the bag. It's going to have to get brutal now. It's going to have to, they're going to have to start getting gangster. The thing is this, the government, they can't get gangster because American citizens, we out-gangster you. You can have a tank, but we have, 10,000 to 1 human persons to tank ratio. And if you count the S-tier Goldman, the S-tier Walmart golems, we have more tanks than you. Just saying. The pandemic has response, and its response serve multiple purposes for the elite. 1, concealing depression brought upon by the usurious plunder of our economies conducted by rentier capitalists and absentee owners who produce absolutely nothing of value to society whatsoever. Instead of us having a very predictable Occupy Wall Street Part 2, the elites and their stooges got to stand up on TV and paint themselves as wise and all-powerful saviors instead of marauding cabal of despicable land pirates that they are. I love being right. I love it. I'm raising all my prices. I'm raising all my prices. Destroying small businesses and eroding the middle class, transferring trillions of dollars of wealth from the American public into the pocketbooks of billionaires and special interests, engaging in insider trading, buying stock in biotech companies, shorting brick-and-mortar businesses and travel companies with the aim of collapsing face-to-face commerce and tourism and replacing it with e-commerce and servitization. Creating a casus belli for war with China, encouraging us to attack them, wasting American lives, treasure, and driving us to the brink of nuclear Armageddon, and not rigging the election. Establishing technological and biosecurity frameworks for population control and technocratic, Socratic, smart cities where everyone's movements are despotically tracked, and all in anticipation of widespread automation, joblessness, and food shortages by using the false guise of a vaccine to compel cooperation. Any one of these things would constitute a vicious rape of Western society. Taken together, they beggar belief. They are a complete inversion of our most treasured values. What is the purpose of all this? One can only speculate the perpetuators' motives. However, we have some theories. The elites are trying to pull up the ladder, erase upward mobility for large segments of the population, call political opponents and other, quote, undesirables, end quote, and put up the remainder of humanity on a tight leash, rationing our access to certain goods and services that they have deemed, quote, high impact, end quote, such as automobile use, tourism, meat consumption, and so on. Naturally, they will have to have their own luxuries as part of the strict caste system akin to feudalism. Why are they doing this? Simple. The elites are neo-Malthusians. What the hell does that mean? Neo-Malthusian. Neo-Malthusians belief that refers to the belief that population control through the use of contraceptive is essential for the survival of Earth's human population. So I believe that is true as well. I think that why they put in if you watch the movie Venom, right? He's like, don't you get it? Humans are a disease. We're destroying the planet. We're destroying the Earth. There's too many of us to sustain. Avengers, Thanos is like, overpopulation is the reason we all fucking died on my planet. So I have to kill half the population because we're like destroying the Earth because we're raping the nutrients from the planet, right? I think I don't think it's coincidence at all, man. I don't think it's all coincidence at all. The elites are neo-Malthusians and believe we're overpopulated and that resource depletion will collapse civilization in a matter of few short decades. They're not necessarily incorrect in this belief. We are overpopulated and we are consuming too many resources. However, orchestrating such a gruesome and murderous power grab in response to a looming crisis demonstrates they have nothing but the utmost contempt for their fellow man. To those who stop participating in this disgusting farce without understanding what they're doing, we have one word for you: stop. You are causing irreparable harm to your country and your fellow citizens. To those who may be reading this warning and have full knowledge and understanding of what they're doing, how they'll unjustly harm millions of innocent people, we have a few more words. For those who may be reading this warning and have full knowledge and understanding of what they're doing and how it will unjustly harm millions of innocent people, we have a few more words. Damn you to hell. You will not destroy America and the free world. You will not have your new world order. We will make certain of that. Right. So, yeah. Why did the elite promote a child Greta, a commie? Because of agenda. No, okay. So here's what I've come down to think. This is what I've been thinking of. My advanced mathematics over here. Remember this episode? We're going to have to scrap this one. How do I do this? New? Where do I get a new one? New. Oh, I'm having a boomer moment. File. There we go. New. All right. Here's what I think is really happening. All right. So our current way of doing things is definitely raping the planet. And the number one, who knows what the number one industry that is raping the planet the fastest is? 30 seconds on the clock. Go. Type it in the chat. Let's see it. Yes, here we go. Correct. Just People says fashion. Eston K, fashion. It is the fashion industry. And who is the number one consumer of the fashion industry? It's women. So really, women are the ones destroying the planet. I'm just saying, if you look at the science, it's true. Okay? So here's what's happening, right? So the fashion industry, okay? Fashion industry, okay, cuts down trees, materials, etc. Okay? The fishing industry is destroying the planet fast too. Okay? Do you know that over 50% of all the plastic in the fucking ocean is fishing nets? Right? These people think like, oh, let's ban plastic straws and blame the normies. No, it's fishing nets. Over 50% of all of the plastic that's in the ocean is plastic fishing nets. Okay? So fishing nets, and they are raping the ocean. Okay? We are overfishing. All right? The Japanese are doing it. The Japanese are killing whales. They lie and say like the whale is part of the Japanese staple diet. It's not at all. Okay, the average Japanese person's eating fucking like mochi and natto. Okay? And they are selling, so much food goes to waste. And all in America, in Canada, in Australia, in Japan, they throw it away. So we're raping the planet for fucking something that's not real, which is money, right? And it all started with like boomers being like okay with fucking, and like, oh yeah, just like cut down those trees and we'll just keep on building, right? So we do need a change in the system, I believe. Because this is gonna sound bad, but like this uncontrolled capitalism is literally raping the fucking planet. I don't feel bad at what I sell because I sell information, and information is free, right? Not free, but like it doesn't cost anything. Like it doesn't. I don't have like to chop down a tree to make a course. This is why I don't sell. This is why I don't sell T-shirts and I don't sell merch and all that shit. Like I'm just fundamentally against it, right? I know you guys might think I'm not like a minimalist, but I actually am in my personal life. Hence me wearing my same shirt from 2 years ago. Yeah, I buy luxury goods once in a while. I'm not perfect, but for the most part, like I'm a pretty minimalistic guy, right? And that's why I just refuse to sell T-shirts and shit like that. It's just like cheap money grab that rapes the earth. Plus, I don't need to do that. So, fashion, fitness, and then also mass travel, right, is not good. I think the stay-at-home thing is really good. The work from home, that's really good. Mass travel, the CO2 from cars, right? The smog and shitholes like LA and stuff like that. Smog, airplanes cause a lot of fucking carbon footprints, whatever you want to say. Okay. All of this shit is not sustainable. It's not sustainable. So my only justification is I think like the leaders of the world came together and like, yo, we're all going to fucking be dead if we don't make a change here relatively soon. So they're kind of having a halt to this to an extent, right? People are losers and they're morons. They don't think long term like the average human is. The average human is a shithole. It is a shitbag. I mean, if you don't believe me, just go walk around Walmart and just see. That's the average human. Okay? And so, the thing is this. In regards to this whole situation here, now, this is unsustainable. So I think the elites were basically like, okay, we just got to put our foot down. And, if we got to start killing these motherfuckers with the vaccine and this virus and whatever, start dumping them off. Let's do it. Dude, if you think these people give a fuck, they do not give a fuck about you. If you think these people would think about anything, okay? If you think these people care about you and they wouldn't think twice about killing you, you have lost your fucking mind. Okay? You have lost your fucking mind. Oh, I know. There's I know about that, buddy. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch. You guys know about this? Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Garbage Patch. Here. It's 300 miles. It's garbage in the Pacific Ocean. Look at that. 40%. Okay, see, like I just said. 46% of total mass is made of discarded fishing gear, plastic nets, microplastics, all that stuff. 99% of everything is plastic. Okay. Garbage. There's one piece of it. That's a pretty big piece of garbage. Just floating in the ocean. Right? So, you know, yeah, there's a cleanup project, which is good. But there's just like, there's too much, like humans are just going too wild with this archaic view of like just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Like it's getting too crazy. And it's all set up by a system by the fucking elites that is set up to fail. Okay? So I personally believe that they're just fucking doing this to like kill people off. And honestly, the people that are dying, morbidly obese, huge people, do they really deserve to live? Totally. Keep on eating those fucking Tostinos. You know, like I said, what I think we're dealing with right now, I think that the weak will be the victims of this all. Okay? I think the weak will be the victims of this all. And I think that, you know, I think that the way we were doing things before was unsustainable. I do think that it's really good that a lot of people kind of like woke up and they're like, oh, we can work from home and still like run an organization. I think that's really good. And, you know, that's a good step forward. I think commuting is cancer, right? Why the fuck would we want to commute? Brent Caldwell says, a fat manager at my work just died from it. Is it corona? Over the weekend, he had a huge pot belly. Shocker. So you're trying to tell me that if I don't take care of myself and maintain a healthy body weight, that I might be risking myself to an early death? There it is. I'm wondering, so we're at 2 minutes. We're at 2 hours and 22 minutes right now. I'm wondering, should I just go into the meat of this video, or should I just relabel this video and leave it as is? Or should I just go into the fucking beta male lies on dating profile and it's cringe? Let's save that for tomorrow. A completely different episode. What do you guys say? I'll look, I love you guys, and the people who are watching are the number one people who I care about. So here, I'm going to put a poll in the chat. And I'm going to play a commercial and reload my water. What should I do? What should I do? Okay. Relabel episode and end it. Just keep doing today's episode. Here we go. I'm putting in the chat right now. 30 seconds on the clock. Go ahead. Vote. Vote. I'm going to grab water. How are we doing? Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. So just be right back.
A World Health official said the Delta strain is faster, fitter, and will move through communities more efficiently and pick off the unvaccinated.
The president telling Americans to expect more restrictions after internal CDC documents warn the war has changed.
Has increased from 12,431 to 42,323 in just a week. That's an increase of 243%.
Hey, you see this?
Here we go again.
The men are gonna need us.
They definitely will. This is getting crazy.
It's time to unite.
Let's do this.
Pandemic Pickup, the Delta variant, is coming out this Thursday. Do not miss out on this updated top of the line course. We got everything rolling. You want to see? I've been running some tests lately. You want to see what I've been doing? I was working on vacation. Shocker, right? Me working on vacation, Mr. Workaholic of Rule Zero. You see some of the tests I was running here for optimizing the algorithmic approach of online dating. There's this little few right there. Shocker, that one got voted pretty bad. We're gonna talk about this more in Pandemic Pickup. We're gonna have everything sorted out for you. Go to pandemicpickup.com. Get on the waiting list today. You get Pandemic Pickup 1.0 completely for free. And then you also get Pandemic Pickup, the Delta variant, updated version, day game, night game, online game, and the escalation models with the girls. And it's going to be lit, bro. It's going to be super lit. People have been getting on the waiting list during the show. So the episodes, so we're coming up in 2.5 hours. What should I do? Relabel episode and end it. Just keep doing today's episode. I think we're going to keep going, right? I think it's the diehards really watching me anyways. Not that YouTube fucking mass reports my videos going live at all to anybody. Okay? All right. So, let's take a look at this. Oh, this sad, sad, sad soul. All right, take a look at this here. So there's this guy who like hates a content creator out there.
5 foot 10.
His name is like I forget what his name is. But anyways, he put out his dating profile. And it was hilarious. So the guy's name is like Review Tech USA. All right. So his name is Review Tech USA, right? And let me end the poll there. Okay. I'm all right, darkest night. I slept a lot today. I slept a lot. Legit slept so much today. I did, like, today was my last day at the resort, and honestly, I did my Patreon coaching. I rolled over and I slept until I had to check out. I was supposed to go to a waterfall and I didn't even go. I slept. I literally slept the fucking entire time. My last day, I paid $700 extra to stay in this place and sleep. Okay. So this review tech guy, unfortunately, he's a real creeper, dude. This guy's like super creepy. He is just like your typical creepy guy that fucking doesn't get it. Honestly, man, American dudes are so lost when it comes to women and sexuality. Like, so super lost. Like, American guys are probably worse. I think British guys are a close cucked out second. You know, but I think with all like the Muslims going there, they're like getting a little bit of like an example of like true masculinity in England. And so they're not as cucked, but American dudes are just ultimately cucked now. Dating tip for a 17-year-old, turn 18 and come back to me. That's my dating tip. So, this guy is like your typical lib cuck, right? He's liberal. He bows down to every agenda out there. The Rainbow Mafia, the fucking whatever's politically correct, he just bows down to it. He made a comment about like Obama and like having like a shitty economic policy. And he said, he's like, you know, something about like, he said Obama's half black ass, right? Because Obama is half black. And then people were like outraged over like, he called Obama half black. Is that his half black ass? He's like, I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. I'm like, why? He is half black. Like, what the fuck? You're apologizing for saying the truth? Oh, it's in bad taste. Like, fuck you. You know? Like, Rich put out a meme today and I stole it. Let me see if I can show you. It was so fucking true. Rich used to steal my memes. Now I meme him back. I meme peeled Rich. I was like, Rich, listen, old man, you know I love you. But listen, the memes are the way of the future, okay? And if you don't understand that, you have got to fucking meme your way out of this one. Meme your way out of your ignorance, boomer. Let's see. Let me see something. Fuck, where's the meme? I don't want to go to my YouTube. God damn it. I'm going to have to go to my Instagram. When you bow down to these people who are just like literally fucking insane, okay? Literally fucking insane when it comes down to what they want. Okay? All right, here we go. This is what he bowed down to, okay? So here we go. Yeah, sure. I have 5 personality disorders and mental illnesses. Hate my life, myself, my job, and family. But trust me, dude, my worldview and ideology are key to a healthy, happy life. And China has just realized this insanity that's happened within the United States. And, you know, they fucking, they sorted out, mate. Tarek Cadius is defending Rich in the fucking chat here. Dude, Tarek, you're wrong. You are so fucking deceived. It is hilarious, bro. You are so fucking wrong, Tarek. Tarek Cadius, you are a fucking idiot. Rich is married, dude. No, he's not. He's divorced. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. I'm going to ban you for being stupid. You're going to have to sit in the dummy box. Chick-fil-A deliveries in the house. My favorite. What's up? You got to sit in the dummy box. You got to sit in the dummy box, okay? So, this was on August 13th, 2021. Okay? This is the guy. Now, I'm not trying to hate on the guy, but like just seeing how he has his fucking profile set up, it just shows you, it's just like, oh my God, it's so cringe. Like, this is what the average guy is doing. And this is why the average guy sucks at online dating. Okay? Oh, look at this. 40-year-old man, 5'10", is non-religious, looking for a relationship. Okay? You never tell a woman you're looking for a relationship at all, first of all. Okay? Despite him taking the vaccine and going to be dying soon, Ryan Stone has a really good saying, which is, relationships are a women's job. Okay? And you shouldn't be like vying for a relationship with a woman. You should let her do that shit with you. Okay? Now, you're basically telling a bitch you're a cuck when you're leading with, like, I'm looking for a serious relationship. Even if you are, you got to keep that to yourself. Okay? Take a look here.
Sane people only. 40-year-old man, 5'10", is non-religious.
So the tagline, sane people only, very vaginal repellent. Okay? Vaginal repellent. Your title should be something that catches their attention, like a headline highlighting you.
Is looking for a relationship. Work, entertainment, relationship status, single, I want a relationship, seeking a woman, dating. Lifestyle, doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, doesn't do drugs.
So, I mean, just, you should never lead with, I'm looking for a relationship on online dating. Ever. Period. Okay?
I have been a medical cannabis user now for, I would say, over 6 months. And it has had many, many, many positive effects on me. I'm going to ruin you. You're done.
This kind of joking here is really, really creepy and really gross. It shows me how sexually repressed this guy is.
I'm going to add some Tabasco too, man. When I'm eating your holes, it's going to be spicy. They're going to call me Richard Spicy Holes Masucci. I'm going to eat the spicy holes. And it has had many, many, many positive effects on me. I have a small penis.
Self-deprecating, making fun of himself for his audience sake. Yeah, he's 40. He looks like he's 50 something.
It's really fucking small. It's real small.
Doesn't do drugs, is non-religious, has kids and doesn't want more children. Height 5'10", eyes blue, Caucasian, average body type.
Tell me lie.
Make money, make muscles, learn game. Say it with me, boys. Make money, make muscles, learn game. I'm not even trying to ridicule the man. Guys. All right? But what I'm trying to tell you is this is your competition, and this is why women are typically jaded when it comes to online. Okay?
Tell me.
Okay. Now, I'm not fat shaming the guy at all. Okay. But you have to ask yourself, what kind of woman are you going to attract if you look like this? Okay. And what's going on up in the head? Okay. What's going on up inside your head if you allow yourself to get this big? It's not something good, I'll tell you that much. 5'10". He's the same height as me. Okay.
So, you have accepted the truth.
Okay. I'm 5'10" right now. And I'm disappointed in the way I look. I feel like I could look better. And I want to look better. And I have a personal trainer. I'm going to the gym. I just got off vacation, so I'm looking a little flabby. I did go to the gym on vacation. Okay. But, you know, with proper diet and training, I'm going to be back on looking really good, right? This is what I look like here with a proper gym pump. Right there. All I really need to do is lose about, I would say I would look phenomenal after I lose 10 pounds. 5 pounds, I'm going to look real good. But that's me with the gym pump on vacation right there. 5'10", about 100 and, like 180 something pounds. Okay. So, even if we were to put this versus this up. Tell me. Okay, on a dating app. This one or this one. That guy right there or this guy. Who do you think falls more into the average body type? I think I could even put athletic for my body type and get away with it. Okay, that's with the gym pump. I think I look pretty good, honestly. I don't think I look disgusting. I think I look pretty good, to be honest. I look like a man. But when you look like this, okay? And again, I'm not trying to hurt this guy's feelings or anything, but I'm just trying to show you he has that as his average body type, okay? Okay.
Tell me lies. Tell me lies. Tell me sweet.
And again, now if you're a guy, if you're a guy out there watching me, and you're doing your best, let me move my, because you can see he's kind of like squeezing into his. Are those Lululemon? He's got some like stretchy pants going on. But, you know, I mean, if you want to have a good sex life, You have to prioritize fitness and looking good, guys. Okay? And this is not an average body type. Maybe in America it is, but this certainly isn't. And if you want a dating life and you look like this, you're not going to attract women that are sexy. Okay? Now, he has lost some weight from what I know. I think he said he lost 170 pounds or something like that, and he's still losing more. So he was a lot fatter before. But, you know, I just wanted to show you that this is a guy who thinks this is an average body type. Okay.
Sweet little lies. Tell me lies. Tell me lies. Oh, no, you can't disguise.
No, I'm not going to lie. These are some good facial shots of him. Right? But it's like the equivalent of when you see a woman with only facial shots. You're like, okay, we got a man in the harpoons. So he does have a handsome face at this angle. Good lips, well-trimmed beard, nice, beautiful blue eyes, good skin, not pimples or whatever. But he's got to fucking lose some weight. And a lot of it. Like, it needs to be a complete fucking life-changing thing. And not to mention, he's going to have a shitload of fucking stretched skin after this. This guy has literally ruined his life by getting this fat. He has ruined his life. Okay? This is real world, guys. And again, if you're a guy out there and you look, if you're fat like this or you're relatively fat, that's okay, man. You can lose weight. You can do it. All right. I'm a big fan. If you have to do like liposuction to get yourself a fucking head start, like I said, I did it this year just to get rid of my belly. I got no fucking regrets. I do that shit every year if I needed to. Okay. There's not a day goes by that I don't fucking sit down and think. There's just never a day that I'm like, I regret what I did. Not a single day. I fucking have zero regrets. But you got to make the lifestyle change additionally to it, right? You got to make the lifestyle change. And but this guy has a long road ahead of him if he's going to fucking actually lose this weight and change his body. Okay?
Can't disguise. Tell me lies, tell me sweet.
Average body type, bald. About Rich.
My kids come first. No debating that.
So this video is also obviously made to like disparage the guy and like make him sound creepy or whatever. I mean, he definitely is a creep though, from what I've been picking up. And again, you know, a mentally healthy person, again, I'm not disparaging the guy, but a mentally healthy person doesn't allow themselves to get that big, right? Something inside you's like, oh, getting a little fat, better stop this, okay? You know, he has lost a lot of weight. He mentions it here. He's lost 170 pounds. That's a full human, but it's a big problem that you got that big. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, it is what it is, but you got to address what's going on up here. Like, where were you, you know, when you were 30 pounds obese? And then you're like, okay, now I'm 40. Okay, now I'm 50. Now I'm 60. Now I'm 70. Now I'm 80. Like, what was going on? Okay. About Rich. My kids come first. See, you don't want to be leading with that. That's like an aggressive statement right off the bat. No debating that. So you're coming off combative and hard-nosed, but if you're a guy like this guy, which is you have kids, which in relationship world, it's a liability. Okay. You got to be able to be more smooth about it. You got to be fucking, you got to be a little bit more seductive. All right. So, you can't be like this combative dickhead and think that like you're going to get a bunch of pussy like this way.
Other than my children, I love making music and any kind of art. I've also lost over 170 pounds, so I'd prefer someone living a healthy lifestyle.
How malleable people's minds are, because that should scare it scares the hell out of me.
I think that's a Diet Dr. Pepper because the can is white.
Look, you see that?
What even is that?
It's a cricket.
Really good, and it looks weird.
Not playing. Boobies. Here it is. Look at that.
Ah, all them bad boys. Oh yeah, he took all of them. That was like 3 bugs right in the face.
So
Yeah, you shouldn't be eating that kind of frozen pizza at all. Not good. Yeah. It's just sad. Sad how misguided these people are. I mean, you guys got to realize, man, like you can't just gamble with your health, right? You can't just fucking do this shit and think that it's going to be okay. It's not. It's definitely not. It's sad, man. This guy's fucked. This guy's super fucking fucked, man. Eating frozen food, shit like that. Like, I had a small bag of Doritos on my vacation. I was like, I am all that is human obesity and filth.
Prefer someone.
A sensor of humor is also, I don't know, how did he miss that? It should be a sense of humor.
On living a healthy lifestyle. A sense of humor is also a huge plus. I'm also noticing a lot of women my age are looking for a dude who is single, child-free and with no baggage. If you're in your 30s or 40s and that's what you're looking for, get a blow-up doll. That's your best bet.
Sounds so bitter, so angry. Hey, I'm in my 30s. I'm single. I'm child-free. I have no baggage. I'm a fucking catch. Come on. You see, this is an awful, awful dating profile, okay? My kids come first, right off the bat. Don't lead with that. No debating that. No shit, dude, you're talking to fucking women. They know that, okay? Other than my children, I love making music and any kind of art. So you could just lead with this right here. I love making music and any kind of art. I've lost over 170 pounds. So look, here's the thing, guys. If you're a fat fuck, right, you just got to like own it. You gotta be like, yep, I'm fat, but I'm also awesome. Okay? And I think this guy makes pretty decent money. I mean, he's got to be making some kind of money. He's got 973,000 subscribers on YouTube. So he can lead with that. But the guy is just like super, super fucking simp. I'm going to show you another video breaking down his psychology here in a second. But, you know, too much negativity. And then, you know, a censor of humor. You have to fucking, you know, you have to proofread your own shit as well. A censor of humor. What are you doing? No. No. All right, Tarek. Tarek, go watch him then. I'm viewing. I'm not taking shots, you dipshit. If you're too fucking retarded to understand that, then this channel's not for you. Go watch your fucking obese lover boy over here. All right, I'm giving this guy free help to help him get his fucking dating life sorted out. You can go fuck yourself. You'll never be able to chat on this channel again. Congratulations. Okay. Gotta proofread your shit. Okay. I'm also noticing a lot of women my age are looking for a dude who is single, child-free, and with no baggage. If you're in your 30s, 40s, that's what you're looking for, get a blow-up doll. That's your best bet. Bitter bupkins. Not good at all. Very, very, very bad. Very bad. Very, like, just cringe. Like, nothing says bitter man than this profile right here. Let me show you. Actually, you know, I was going to hold my phone up and be ghetto, but hold on. I'll send you my shit. Okay. All right. This is what I got going on here. Let me send this to you real quick. All right. I'm going to show you my dating profile. I'll let this play in the meantime.
Wow. You shouldn't tell people that stuff. It makes you sound like a loser.
Very ambitious free thinker.
He's also getting everyone to talk about it, and people who are fucking brain dead will watch him. It worked. Look what I'm doing right now.
And I wrote this. LOL, lower paychecks. Shit, I haven't had a solid one since 2009 and had to move back home and feel like a 29-year-old man-child, which I sure did. Both Bush and Obama are jackasses. Bush built the economic coffin, and Obama's half-black ass is putting the nails in it. Yes, that was a very dumb thing to write.
Leave the holes that you're in, that you never leave your basement, and live life. It's great out there. It really is. Leave the front of the computer screen, and this is coming from a fat guy who does this for work. It's beautiful when you go outdoors, you put your key in your car, you go for a walk.
Oh, Lord. Just super cringe. Super fucking cringe. He was on Plenty of Fish. Yikes. Come on, bro. What is this? Fucking what is this? Early 2007?
So, you have accepted the truth.
Thanks, Sleek Minister. You can help replace Tarek, who has been permanently banned for being a dipshit. Okay. Now look at his profile. And then... Okay. Now look at mine. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Okay. All right, let me just do it like this. Okay. So, all right, that's my leading photo. Okay. Me, touched up a little bit with the app, cleaned up, 29 years old, right? And then here is my profile, okay? So, mine's a little bit modified. I'm targeting the obvious demographic in Tokyo. Okay. I put cherries greater than peach. Do we get that? Are we all out of touch with what's going on? I'm leading a little strong on the sexual side here. Okay. This is me saying, because there's girls on these apps that are exclusively looking for sex as well. All right. So what I'm kind of doing is sub-communicating to them. Hey, I'm going to talk about getting sexual right off the bat. So when they swipe right, they know what they're getting themselves into. Cherry is greater than a peach. Means I like tits more than I like ass. Always work from home, but sometimes, this is Japanese board. Okay, English speakers I want. Demo. This is just demo nihongo dekiru. But that means I can speak Japanese. Love Jim. Yo hablo español también. If you want to meet for some drinks or shisha, swipe right. 180 centimeters, 84 kilograms. Nihongo dekiru, right? Means I can speak Japanese. You see? Nothing negative. Nothing. You should go get a blow-up doll. Okay? Nothing like this. All right? Chris, what is this guy? Don't use any dating apps because it's lame. Cool. Then I'll just permanently ban you as well, Chris James. Go fuck yourself. A lot of dipshits in the chat today. So, if you're not gonna use dating apps, then you're just leaving tons of free pussy on the table. Okay, you're a fucking idiot. You have to give positivity and a good image to these girls when you're fucking on these apps. All right. You can't be negative and brooding and like, come on. Nobody's going to want to choose you. Okay? Here's some more photos. There's me where I look fucking like a black man. That's red lighting in this. You can see like the red. There's red lighting in this. This is in the Grand Hyatt. That's me in a tropical paradise down there, right? Showing a little bit of action adventure. That's me at Hot Dude Con, Miami. Most recent one. And there's me chilling here when it's daytime. You can see my ballin' background, my handsome jawline, my beautiful face. And this is actually, I was on a date with this picture here. The girl took a picture of me and sent it to me. And now I use it on dating apps to get other girls. So thank you so much. But anyways, you see, that's the difference right there. Okay? So slight touch-ups. And then proper bio, which we're all going to cover in this thing right here. Pandemic Pickup, the Delta variant. Coming out September 30th. But that guy is just sad. Sad. Sad to say the most, man. Super fucking sad. Right? You can see some of these photos here as well. I'll show you. We talk about how just to touch up photos just slightly. So watch this. I'll show you a quick before and after. Okay. So this is the first one, right? This was taken on vacation. I got a 7.9 on attractiveness. This is no modifications, no filters, nothing. You can see the comments here. Great smile, great background, great smile, great background, great smile, great smile, great background. Nice smile, great background, great photo, great smile, right? And then that one is this one right here. That's just me smiling, no touch-ups, nothing. Just me, nice little beautiful background, whatever, right? Slight modification, you get a 0.8% boost in this one. So the photo I touched up is this one here. Just one layer. One small layer of a touch-up, right? And then 8.7. Great background, great smile. I would date them, great smile, great smile. I would date them, great background, great smile, great photo. The data here is pretty solid, too. You can read it all in the breakdowns. Okay? We show you how to interpret these data, how to optimize the settings, you name it. We got it. This is another one here. This is no filter, just a Just a quick point and shoot when I was out in the ocean. Right there. That was yesterday. Me in the water while I'm on my little tropical vacation. And then the notes, you can see great photo, great smile, great background. Hottie, custom one there. I would date them. Great background. Of course, you got dumb bitches that are right. Would prefer less skin showing. Like, yeah, kind of standing in the middle of the ocean, bitch. I'm going to have my shirt off. Duh. Data, 7 votes for very attractive, 17 votes for attractive, 14 for somewhat attractive, 2 votes for unattractive, right? 8.0 on that one, okay? So we talk about how to break this all down, how to interpret the data, and how to optimize your photos for maximum match rate, and that's going to be in pandemicpickup.com. But like I said, you know, there is a science to having a dating app a mastery, okay? How many pictures should a profile have? We talk about that in Pandemic Pickup. 4 to 5. Honestly, 4, okay? And then, you know, you'll be able to maximize your match rate. And we have the whole thing set up, how to use this. Multiple apps, multiple profiles, everything. But writing one fucking bitter dating profile app, right? Bitter profile bio and claiming you're fucking average body, but you're really just, I mean, you're really fat. You can just see. And another thing is this too, like, you can really see the kind of character this guy is, and you can just see he's just like a defeated man. This is a video he did on August 14th.
Really?
He hates the quartering, Jeremy from the quartering, and he's like his little enemy. And I'm just going to play a little bit of this.
Hello there.
This guy just signed up to be a member? No, he did not. Did we get a member sign up earlier? The app's not working. This thing's not going on there. Let's see. Anyways,
he is. This is his true colors. This is who he actually is as a person, and this is why I jumped off the quartering train years ago. Let's get into it. Skip it up. So I have had, how can I put this lightly, differences with the quartering for a very long time. Actually, fun fact, back during the Diablo Immortal fiasco, that's when I found out who the quartering was. That's when he found out who I was. He actually had me featured in one of his 2018 recap videos. It was on New Year's Eve that I was in that video.
This guy has a great voice, too. You know, unfortunately, he's just plagued by a broken mind and a unfortunately broken body as well due to the broken mind.
Few years ago. Time flies and things change. But it was shortly after that I realized what the quartering was really about. He wasn't a warrior for being anti-SJW. He wasn't an anti-cancel culture warrior. He was just a grifter who would weaponize the same exact things he was calling out against time and time again. And that's why I jumped off the train. I know you want to think it's because I care about your numbers, Jeremy, or I care about your sub growth or whatever the case. I don't care about any of that. I care about the fact that I saw what you were doing, and to put it lightly, I wasn't a fan. And yeah, I called you out on it. But the thing about me is that I keep it on YouTube and don't go into someone's personal life. Well, last night during my stream, which I do streams now on my secondary YouTube channel called RTU Streams, a link below in the description, someone said that the quartering brought me up in a video. And there was people that were mad about it, and they showed me the video, and he put me in the same category of lolcows like Chris Chan, really, DSP Gaming and Wings of Redemption, which, all right, whatever. If you want to do that, that's your take, and you can. But I just find it funny that even when I don't mention him for quite a while, I seem to come out of his mouth, and I gave my take on his YouTube channel again. I think it's a grifting channel. I think his takes aren't genuine. I never go below like things that he posts on Twitter or things that he posts on YouTube. I keep it to the internet and keep it on the internet and don't go beyond that. Jeremy, didn't reciprocate that and dug up stuff into my personal life, or was handed stuff from my personal life that he had no issue showing on the internet. Anyway, he deleted most of this, or his social media manager, she deleted most of this, which I hear is kind of a habit where, you know, he drinks a little too much of the sauce. This is allegedly. He says a bunch of stupid crap, and then the next day someone has to come in and clean up his mess. That's a fantastic way to run a business. 10 out of 10. So this is what it started with on Twitter. And I wasn't necessarily just...
He just said that I'm going to keep it on YouTube and not go into his personal life. And then he went in to tear into his personal life. But this is one of the guys that is just like really... He's just one of those, like... He is a social justice warrior. And he bought the Kool-Aid. And he bought into like the self-depreciating... self-depreciating fucking humor thing, like, oh, don't mind me, I'm just a dumb man, ha 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 ha. And, you know, got extremely obese, had some kids, got divorced, and he's just a guy that just doesn't get it. And honestly, I don't see this guy unplugging anytime soon. It'll take like a miracle of nature to fucking help this guy. I'll help this guy if he reaches out to me. But knowing his type, he'd seem like he's too pretentious to even fucking consider like a dating coach like me. He would be like, oh, you know, what is fucking red pill guy, fucking dating coach? You think you know better than me, bro? You know, that's the vibe I get from the guy.
Referring to him, there's countless other people that are on YouTube that fit into this, and I was thinking of them as well. And I wrote this last night. The amount of fragile egos in the content creation community is staggering. We make videos and live stream. We aren't winning Oscars or curing cancer. Stop blanking off to yourselves. We aren't celebrities. Also, too, there are plenty of witnesses to this. It isn't me. You could very easily manipulate a tweet and make people say what you want them to seem like they're saying to discredit them. These are all really from the quartering. There's no other way around it. I would not do that. I would not just slander somebody for the sake of slandering them. Well, I guess even though the quartering doesn't follow me on Twitter, this is not the first time something like this has happened. He does follow me on Twitter. Maybe he doesn't click the follow button, but he follows what I say. And he quote tweeted this to me. I just read over your dating profile. It was amazing. You're going into a dating profile that I already had deleted before any of this happened, by the way. He thinks I was lying about that. I deleted the profile before any of this went down. So so I wrote, and this was true. That's funny. I don't have one because I deleted it. You are such an unbearable human being. And we continue because I deleted it before any of this.
You can tell he's just salty. I don't have one. LL. You are such an unbearable piece of shit, right? So that's the same photo that was on his dating profile. Jeremy's got a woman in his life, right? And so, you know, this guy, I mean, this poor guy is just, I mean, I feel sad for this guy, to be honest with you. I sincerely feel very sad for this guy because he's just so fucking lost. But he's like one of these intellectual types that are like, he's like intellectually smug, even though he sits there in his fucking big fat body and he's miserable. He's still like intellectually smug. And I want to help people out like him, but, you know, doesn't really work out like that.
You are such an unbearable human being. And we continue. Because I deleted it before any of this went down. I changed my mind, got off the site. And to be quite frank with you, what does it matter that I have a dating profile? What's so damning about it? What was in there that was so horrifying? And he continues on to actually post my dating profile.
Yeah.
Because that's something that, you know, a anti-social justice warrior person should do. So then he goes on to say liar, which is not true. I wasn't lying. I deleted it before any of this happened. I just said, I'm good with the site. I'm not interested in it anymore. It's gone. Go try to look for me there. If there is someone there, it's not actually me. I guarantee you. If there's someone there using those pictures or someone there who says they are me, it is not me. And I hope to God that isn't happening because Lord knows what they're trying to do, pretending to be me. And I wrote back, that was deleted. Go look to see if I'm on the app. Also, yes, that was my dating profile. Is there a problem with that? And that's true. Like, what is so damning that's there? So I write back to him, so apparently the lifeless piece of garbage known as the quartering has an interest in my personal life.
So, you see, this guy's, you can just read by his profile. But like, from his profile and then also right here, he he's just a very miserable person. Just a pretty miserable individual. You know? Sad. But like, there's a reason I say this, guys, over and over and over again. Okay? Make money, make muscles, learn game. Because this guy now is like in hell. And at 40 years old, I mean, yeah, sad, man. Very, very sad. What's up, Thor? I love you. Thor's in the house. It's his religion. That ain't that the truth. His facial body language is effeminate as well. It's so true.
Then you wonder why people think you're a piece of blank, Jeremy, because you are a piece of blank. And he writes back to me, Rich, I really wish you the best. I am very interested in all the women you lie to in your sad online dating profiles. Yes. Take care of the kids you have, you creep. And that's when I you don't bring up my kids. You don't know anything about my kids. You don't know anything about my family, just like I don't know anything about yours. And I wouldn't go into any of that. But you seem to think because...
So this guy, he has a good-looking face. He needs to get rid of these dorky-ass glasses, and you just need to live in the gym. Literally, your life needs to be raise kids, make YouTube videos, get coaching from MLD, and take my literal fat ass to the gym and work this shit off. That's the only way you're going to turn this train around. Like, not everybody gets a happy.
So,
guys.
You have accepted the truth.
Rachel Wilson just subscribed. Oh, send me a picture. Please be hot. All right. Thank you, Rachel Wilson, for subscribing to my channel. I don't know what the fuck you're doing here, but thanks. I hope you're hottie. Is he tall like Rich? No, he's 5'10". He's the same height as me. Same height as me. But he's like 300 something pounds. You know?
Of my political viewpoints that you have a right to do this. But this is the real you. The unbiased, pretending to be unbiased quartering that you see on YouTube, that's all a facade, man. You want to destroy people you think are political opponents. You want to destroy people that dislike your viewpoints. You don't just want to disagree with them. You consider anyone who doesn't side with you your enemy. And it's disgusting. And I wrote back to him, hey, Jeremy, you know nothing about my life. Mind your blank business, you waste of air. And then Captain Anti-Cancel Culture, who...
He's so upset. It's just sad to see. You see, this is what happens when you don't have a good sex life. When your sex life is all screwed up and you're all like fucking bent out of shape, you're going to become bitter like this fucking dude right here, man. Holy shit, it's 3:40 a.m. I just realized that. I'm on a roll. Dude, I love live streaming. We're going for fucking 3 hours, eh?
Claims himself to be a champion of being anti-cancel culture on his YouTube channel, tries to cancel me for something that happened well over a decade ago that I apologize.
Oh, look at that. My other girlfriend is here. Rachel Wilson just subscribed. Now Tara's in the house. Tara, you holding your ground, sweetheart? Not losing your job? Proud of you, sweetheart. All the beautiful ladies come to MLT's channel. They all want a piece of the pie. That's all right. I'm baking all day, ladies. Come on down.
Apologized for almost a decade ago. And it was a comment I made about Barack Obama back in 2009 or 2010 where I referred to his half-black butt. We'll say butt to keep this YouTube friendly. It wasn't meant to be a racist comment. It was a poor choice of words. And
Here he is begging for the fucking the social justice normies. Oh, please forgive me. How is calling Obama saying his half black ass where he is literally half black? How the fuck is that racist? That's like somebody saying MLT is a fucking dirty little halfling, half white, half Trinidadian. How is that racist? I don't get it. White guilt is real, man. White people, like, that's their kryptonite. You call them racist, they're like, oh God, Oh no! I'll do whatever you say. White guilt is real, man. But you shouldn't have that shit. Like, who cares? It's fucking half black. It is what it is. Like, he's also half white, right? Obama's half white and half black. Like, who gives a shit? It's fucking retarded. Obama's the worst half black president. Here you go. He is the worst half black president we ever had. Also, the only black president we ever had. I mean, come on. Jesus Christ.
I have apologized for it countless times since. But what's funny is that the guy who's like, why would you dig back through, who makes videos almost on a daily basis claiming to be against this, weaponizes it when it's against someone that he doesn't like. Jesus. You can't just selectively be against something, man. You got to be against it. That's a perfect example of someone trying to be pursuing cancel culture or pushing cancel culture. Something that I said well over a decade before that I've already brought up, already addressed, and already apologized for. But you don't care. You don't have a moral fiber. You don't have a moral compass. You're just doing whatever you want to do and whatever you need to do to appease your audience. And because they enjoy this stuff, they know you're a hypocrite because they're hypocrites too, some of them. Not all of them.
But you see, just getting his panties. I mean, just getting so bent on it. What you're seeing right there is sexual frustration. Okay? You think that guy would give a good goddamn what this other dude said if he was running through hotties? Right? Why do you think I'm so happy all the fucking time? I mean, think about it. You know? But this poor bastard. It's just sad, guys. This is what happens. For you young guys now that are like fat, like you in your 20s and 30s, thinking, I'll do it next time. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll get healthy next year. I'll learn game next year. I'll do it next time. I'll approach the next girl. No, you're this guy. It's gonna happen to you. Okay, you better wake up. Life will pass you by. You better go listen to Incubus's song "Warning." Okay, don't let life pass you by. Don't let life pass you by, because it will. Okay, and the last thing you want to do is live a life of regret. I've tasted a little bit of regret. I'll be honest with you. So this year, between February and now, I have not eaten enough protein. I wasn't like serious about eating my protein. I was getting 150, 120, 150 grams a day. And I shortchanged all the exercise I did. I could have been a lot more muscular and bigger now. And it's frustrating to look at fucking February until now and realizing I could have a lot more lean muscle mass and I wasted the time. You don't think about wasting time when you're younger, but I'm starting to get older. I'm not as old as dirt like Rollo Tomasi in the chat. Rest in peace, Rollo Tomasi. I don't know how you keep it going, but you keep it going, buddy. But when you get older, when you start to waste time, you're like, oh fuck, that was I shouldn't have wasted that fucking time. Like, you start to regret that shit more. Don't waste your time now, guys out there watching, okay? Don't waste your time. Your time is precious and it is finite. Okay? This is your life and it's ending 1 second at a time. All right? So if you don't have your dating fixed, if you don't have your day game fixed, if you don't have your escalation fixed, if you don't have your text game on point, if you don't have any of this stuff, man, now is the time to sort the shit out. That's why we're launching Pandemic Pickup this Thursday. It's only available for 5 days because it is my premier pickup product this year. It's the only one I'm doing. And then we're going to move into the webinars that start on October 6th. It's 5 days of webinars, okay? 5 days of webinars. And that being said, you have to fucking go to Pandemic Pickup and get on the waiting list now. You have to get on the waiting list to get in there. Otherwise, you're not going to be in. And then what are you going to do? You're just going to you think you're miraculously just going to figure a game out? No, you're not. Come, let me teach you. Thor's going to be in there. Mac the Day Gamer's going to be in there. We have Offie Kingdom's going to be in there. We have guys in the field who are picking up chicks right now. Okay? I'm the one picking up chicks off of Tinder. I'm the one picking up chicks off of Bumble. I'm the one salting these bitches off of sugar daddy sites. Okay? Nobody else is doing this shit right now. Okay? I'm the one. Mac is the one. We're going to teach you. We're going to show you how to do everything, guys. Literally, from the match to the date to getting her at your place consensually and getting her to undress and doing things in a non-creepy manner, unlike this fucking creepazoid we have here on the screen. Okay? So, that being said, go to pandemicpickup.com, get on the waiting list. I'm going to be back here tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, don't forget the core 4. Make money, make muscles, learn Gabe, hold frame. Peace out.